Here we are live. We are corona-free, quarantine-free. Jay, how was that sparkling water you just tried?
Tasted like ass.
Try it again.
I don't want
One
to.
more time.
One
I
more
don't
One
think you're
more
giving
time.
it
I already
a
tried
good
it.
try.
I already
Good
tried
one.
it.
more
The first one was a
time.
good try, and the second
You
one.
took like a sip. Take like a big drink.
Get in there.
Uno Moss.
Get in there.
Yep.
Yep, still tastes like
Still
shit.
tastes like ass.
It's refreshing, man.
Refreshing ass. If the ass was clean after you I don't know,
Can we put a poll
Whoa.
somewhere?
in the ass and wash it out, that's what it tastes like. Exactly.
I just want to know how people feel
Whoa.
about sparkling water like LaCroix
Well, I'll tell you.
or bubbly.
It's shit.
Yeah,
It's not.
thank you. It tastes like
so
you know
good.
it tastes like shit.
Straight
You're
bubbly.
Like, Jay, try this.
Because I'm a good friend.
I want you to share the
What
joy.
don't you like about
That's like when
that?
somebody farts, you go, smell this. Why?
Why? Why would you do that?
I know a fart smells bad. I don't need to smell. I don't need confirmation to know a fart smells bad.
Because it smells like shit, Jay.
Cynthia says, "I see you found him."
Oh.
Bless it.
Blaze.
I'm here.
So
He's been found.
how was everybody's week going?
Boy.
Finally out of the quarantine.
True.
I didn't even like it,
I don't like it either.
but I think I'm working more now that they cut our hours at the glass plant than I am when they had it regular hours. So I was telling Chris before y'all got here. I'm working my butt off, dude.
So
a
you
good
grow?
thing.
Do you grow glass?
Yeah, we grow it. We make it. There's like
It's like a farming.
Straight out the garden.
seriously speaking, you guys
Straight
would
out the
freak
garden.
out because I freaked out when I saw the plant down in the hot end.
Yeah.
The way it works, it's like it looks like lava in a bath.
Yeah.
And it comes down and it cools down with the whatever
Hot magma.
hot stuff that
At the magma.
mixture of sand and whatever comes out as glass, and then they cut it and like break it, and then it comes into these sheets, and then they put it on a rack, and then I prep it for it to go to the warehouse, and then they ship it out, and that's where all
So
it
how
goes.
hot does that place get?
It's real hot on the hot end. That's why it's called the hot end. 'Cause it's hot.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's see what they did
They
there.
should have came up with a cooler name.
No, that's
That's a very lazy
like
name.
straight
The end
hell
is
rhythm.
hot,
The
so we're
Inferno
gonna call it
section.
we don't call this stuff.
the hot.
Mr. Jay,
Ah,
we
yeah.
miss you too, brother. We miss you too.
Jay,
Schlag.
I can't wait to
Swag.
roll with you again, brother.
Dude, what's in the cup, man? What do you got rolling?
I went back old school and got my Hennessy and Nas together.
My man.
If you haven't tried that drink, you really need to try it. I got the nitrous infused mango Nas with Henny Hen.
Henny,
Gotta
hen,
do it
hen.
with the Hennessy, man.
Anything's possible.
You mix it with that, and it's just glorious.
Glorious.
It tastes like puppies and children's laughter and rainbows. Unicorn farts.
Oh, powered by Unicorn Farm.
And you're drinking what? Dog
I have
shit and what
an
else?
assortment of things. I have
Devin.
You got your ash juice in a can.
two's.
Okay. Oh
two's
yeah,
good.
you're right.
I
You're right.
appreciate it.
I forget. I forget.
We're eating chocolate and alcohol.
So I got some sparkling lime water here. I
It's good. For
have
you.
a small mixture of Jack Daniels and Coca-Cola and black coffee. So
What is
I'm
up with
ready
you?
for
Wow.
whatever the night,
Wow,
We're
no,
going
right.
to talk forever.
wherever the night takes me. I'm ready.
I've got just a simple mix of Jack Daniels Black Label and a little bit of Coke.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
I really shouldn't be drinking after I drank a whole bottle of Jack Fire last night. But here we are. It was rough this morning getting up.
Alcoholic.
It always is when you make stupid decisions.
And I've looked at my alcohol collection. I've got Black Label Jack Daniels, Spice Rum, Moonshine, Cannonball Blast. I drink like a redneck. Next thing,
There's nothing wrong with that.
I might have
it's okay.
PBR in the fridge. I don't know yet.
It's okay.
Dude, PBR
No.
is good. I love PBR.
Oh, quick shout out.
I hate PBR, by the way.
I gotta do a quick shout out before
Oh,
we
yeah, no doubt.
proceed. My boy Brandon Fontenon.
Oh, that is a dope shirt.
Yes. Can you see this on the
Yeah,
camera?
you're
That's
gold.
dope.
Panda Cat Podcast. It is a customized
I like
T-shirt on the back. Has his
I like
logo.
I like it.
Brandon
Oh.
Fontenon.
I like it.
FONT something.
Yeah.
Not.
Something.
Look him up on Facebook. Throw him a message if you want a customized whatever T-shirt. We got some merch of our own, don't we?
Yes,
I'm actually gonna get me one of those right there.
Yeah, I'm
You gonna give Brandon a shout?
Heck
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
give him a
dope.
shout too. If you want to look at our merch, that we got tons of other merch. We got coffee mugs. I've got bath mats. You've named it. I've got it. It's the Panda Cat Podcast .live on your internet browser. It'll pull up the stream, Facebook, whatever. Everything that leads you to us is there.
What are you drinking, Brian?
Actually,
You want some Jack?
dude, hook it up.
So whatever you're drinking.
Ooh,
What you got?
Ooh. But yeah,
going with the hard stuff. Get a little water.
but yes, it did make for a rough morning this morning.
I can
Let's
imagine,
see.
bro.
Always does.
Del, I'm not even gonna try to butcher a name.
No,
It's harder for y'all to see names from over there. I should have got a bigger TV,
you,
Brian.
you should have got a bigger TV.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? God,
Be
should have
alright.
got a bigger TV.
Hold up,
man.
I can fix this. Give me a second.
Where are we from? We are from Kingsport, Tennessee.
Yes. What's up, Laugh for a Purpose? How you doing, brother?
What's going on,
the
y'all? Drinking. Because that's what we do. We drink.
That's what we do.
We get our drink on.
Get a drink on.
Oh, that's too
The
bad.
little
We
Jack.
act all kinds of stupid.
Makes for a more interesting podcast.
If you like stupid drinks, you're in the right spot.
So
Yep.
we got to talk about this.
Speak
Dana
on
White and his Mortal Kombat island he's trying to put together.
You want to start that?
Yeah, because I know you love Dana White so much, Jay.
He's so awesome.
Jay loves Dana.
Do you really think it's something that's going to happen, or is he just losing his shit trying to keep people interested in the UFC during all of this?
You know, I give the devil his due whenever he's
Right.
when he's. I think he's.
That's probably a little loud. wasn't it?
What's it called? A needed evil. What do they call that?
Necessary.
A necessary evil.
Yeah.
Because he is crazy, and you need to have a crazy guy to do a crazy job, and he does that.
Yeah.
So in desperate times calls for desperate measures, and he's the guy to do it. I mean, who would think to buy a
I mean,
fucking island to
I
put
think
lights
that's
on it?
awesome, to be honest. Like,
do
if you
too.
think about it.
He's like, you know what? We're buying an island. We got the money.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
I mean,
I'm gonna fly these people to this island, and we're gonna make them fight for money
to the dead.
But
until they die.
so
It's international
it'd be
waters.
cooler, yeah.
The laws don't matter. If they're not dead, it don't count.
If he dies, he dies.
yeah, I mean that's the thing. Who's going to sanction that? Is it going to be a sanction, or is it just going to be?
It's international waters.
Dude,
yeah,
I'm
It's
telling
like-
you, straight old school Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
man. Just
throw some.
They're gonna
Finish.
fight on the.
What's
what
up,
is that
Robert
thing from,
Pickle?
Pickle.
Bloodsport, where it's like shaped like this. You know
hey,
what I'm talking about?
Devin,
What
you're
they
in,
fought on?
you're in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Devin, is that the coffee you stole from me?
Oh shit!
No, listen. I did drink that today.
For those of you that
Whoa.
don't know, Ashley Overbay Ward is Mr. Devin Ward's wife, and she's mad about the coffee.
So my wife is
She's
a
very
healthcare
mad.
worker, and McDonald's is giving away free food and coffee to healthcare
Talk your way out of
workers.
this. I want to hear you go. Don't talk to me.
No,
talk to her.
I'm just
She's-
I'm not excusing
talk to me.
myself.
Talk
I'm
to her.
merely explaining the situation.
Nah, well,
Bastard.
you better start talking.
These just open.
Yeah,
So-
I know I'm sipped out of
I
it.
should have.
She put some coffee in the fridge, and I may or may not have taken it out and
Ooh.
drank it.
I'm saying he did.
Devin's in the doghouse.
So
It's good talking to you, Devin.
Yeah, Devin, it's nice
This is
knowing you,
gonna be his
brother.
I
last
love my
podcast.
wife.
Yeah.
She's great.
Look at you,
She's
bastard.
gonna jack you up, son.
Dana White is a brilliant entrepreneur. What do you think about that, Jay?
He is.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's a
business
jerk, but he's a good businessman.
He knows what he's doing. Yeah,
He
he
needs to
makes
shut
money.
up about things you don't know what he's talking about.
Here we go.
That's all I'm saying.
Hold
You
on.
know, you know where I
Hold on,
stand
ladies
there.
and gentlemen. Here you go.
No. Wait till I get a few more beers in me, and then the thing is, if I do that, you'll be like, then you can sit back and go, give me the floor then. But no, right now I'm cool. I'm just happy I'm out of quarantine right now. I'm just like, people, wow.
Cheers,
Ah,
brother.
cheers, brother.
By the
cheers,
way,
brother.
cheers, fellas.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, back in the middle again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're
But yeah, good for Dana and his Fight Island or
So are we just going
Epstein's
to
Island or
ignore
whatever.
Ashley and chat for the rest of the night?
So she told me.
Yeah, you gonna leave that hanging or what?
I'll finish the story.
Let's stay out of this.
So she got a coffee from Starbucks because they're also giving away free stuff to healthcare workers. So she got a coffee from Starbucks, said it was too sweet, And then she said, I'm probably going to use the one that's in the fridge to pour into that one to make it less sweet. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then I drank it.
And here we are.
And we're now.
So now I see why you're here early without Ashley. It all makes sense now.
No. It's,
Whoa!
she may not have changed the locks. But
Do you need a couch to
Sorry,
sleep
Devin.
on, bud?
He's got extra room, so you good. This house is huge, man. It's like my house.
Yeah.
It goes on forever. It's like a long. Chris just got a new house.
Yeah.
I walked in there in the kitchen. And I looked around. And I was like, "Oh, a living room. Oh, a bathroom.
Oh,
Oh,
so-
he's got a pool. Wow." Every
So,
time I turned, it was like a different room that had different stuff in it,
yeah.
which every house does. I know, but
Okay.
yours is kind of weird the way it's laid
Yeah,
out.
it's so
Yeah,
this
you
is,
got a weird house, bro.
I'm cool with it.
That's
So
what Jay
this
saying.
house was built in 1932 and has been added on and updated ever since.
Right.
Something that's cool that's happened that's really cool. I've got a roof leak in my kitchen that
Nice.
I've got to get fixed.
Nice.
Yay, being a homeowner.
Yeah,
You
you
know-
are.
what do you mean you have
I
to?
rent.
Just put a bucket under
Just
there.
yeah, just slide you
and
a
it
bucket.
fixes itself,
That's
bro.
all you gotta do. Just put a towel at the bottom of the bucket so it don't go.
Simple,
Mhm.
simple.
You don't want to. You don't want to hear that.
You don't. Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
I just want my house to be fixed. But yeah,
Welcome to adulthood.
woo, yeah, me.
We're not there yet. That's why you hang out with us.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But so what do y'all think about this May 9th card, UFC card that's about to happen?
The one that I didn't want but still want because Khabib decided to go to Russia and get quarantined
Yeah.
Hey, where were you this morning?
in bed. Yeah, I flaked. I flaked hard.
Yeah, Dalton just asked, can't believe Jay Page missed out this morning.
Yeah, I did. My back's hurting. When you get
You don't
to
buy a
40
house building 32 without a leak.
It's true. I mean,
Yeah, that is
I mean, it's
true.
going to have some, some leaks.
When you're 46 and you play like that and your back starts hurting.
You know Dalton cried this morning, right?
Why?
When you said that,
What?
you said you weren't going to be there.
He did
Oh,
not.
what?
You did.
You making
He
Dalton
cried.
sad, man.
I tried to.
Consoling.
Yeah, but good luck.
It's so weird, like training with guys this TJ Dillashaw and Cody
TJ
Garbrandt size guys, because
Yep.
it's like my big ass 232-pound ass in there in the midst. These guys are like,
Imagine what it's like us training with you.
it's like a lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
oh, and just in case, everybody isn't aware, we are streaming across multiple different platforms. We've got Mixer, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook.
Go to Twitch.
Boy.
Yeah, go to Twitch.
Please go to Twitch.
Go to Twitch. We're trying to grow it as much as we can. It's coming along. I've been playing my VG games on there.
My VG games.
pretty regularly. So.
I got a new phone one time, and it's right when Facebook and Instagram. When I got it, Haley and Ramsey, my daughters, they were just like, "Oh, you got Facebook, Dad?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, you need to put Instagram and Pinterest and Twitters and tweets."
Pinterest
and,
is exactly what you need, Jay.
I don't.
You look like
I'm
You
throwing
need
it
to
out
get on there and find you some recipes and
Yeah, and crochet and shit. But
crochet.
anyway,
Yeah.
I was like, all right, well, how's this work? Well, let me see it. Ramsey gets it, and she puts on all these apps and stuff like Twitter and Instagram and all that crap. And I shit you not, but I put my phone down. It was going, and it was just vibrating over
Everything's
the
just
table.
going.
I said, "Get that shit off my phone."
That phone is
It turned
possessed
into
by
a-
the devil.
It turned into a hand grenade. I was like, I am not keeping up with all that crap. How you girls do it, I have absolutely no idea.
Hey, I'm
Dude.
proud of myself. I got Jay to make a Twitch
Oh, what?
because Jens Fulver.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Oh my God, you know when the moon and stars align. I woke up at 2:00 that morning to go pee.
Yeah.
And I just happened to look at my phone, and you had sent me a message saying Jens Pulver is fixing to look at your fight with Sam Burns.
Nice.
And I was just like,
Yeah.
I turned into SpongeBob.
That's how you got him. Ha ha.
I turned into SpongeBob. I was like, so I go in the living room, and Tracy's like, "What are you doing?" Because she thought I stepped on an owl or something. I was like, Jens Pulver is fixing to-" She had no clue what I was talking about. She's like, "Who the hell's Jens Pulver?"
You're like,
"Shut up! I can't be with you now." So I'm in the living room at 2 o'clock in the morning trying to.
Jay's like, shh, just
Shut your dirty, freaking mouth right now. So it was so cool.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Shut your mouth.
So I was in the
Kid
kitchen,
show.
and I was just tweaking hard. 12-year-old girl watching Ginger Mulver going, "You need to do this," and then the whole time I'm going, "Yeah." And what's so dumb
That's
is that
awesome.
everything he was saying, I was trying to do in that fight, and I'm like, I remember that I needed to do exactly what he's talking about, but in the mix, you're just like, I know I shouldn't do this, but
Fuck
and
it.
I just went for it on dumb things that I knew was dumb, but I tried it anyway.
Yeah.
Y'all know.
Yeah, but I've been watching his stream pretty regularly now, and he is. If you just listen to the way he talks to people and like how he's like, if you're there watching him watch your fights, he'll be like, "Hey man, just next time you fight, look out for this, look out for
He's
that."
awesome, man. He's awesome.
Hi, baby. Sloss is too late.
My place was built in 46, originally moved into it when it sat now in 58, been added on every which way up to 6,700 square feet, Jesus Christ, with the garage now.
Daggone.
I'd also like just to burn it down.
You should burn it down.
That's a 7-10K old
You should burn it
bullshit.
down, yeah.
Truth. That's one thing I'm happy
that
to say.
insurance
Like
money.
when my home inspector came through, he's like, "This has been updated. This is good. This is good." Like most of the house checked out, and there's like a couple little things that I know I could do myself without having to pay somebody.
You
Like,
get on YouTube and be like,
yeah, ta-da.
That's when stuff gets messed up right there.
well, I know. Like when my car jacks up, first thing I go is YouTube and type something in, and it goes step by
Life
step.
will be okay.
I mean, you can find anything on YouTube.
You can
how-tos.
fix any car with some hammer and nails.
You be fine. You be fine. So
Definitely.
okay.
Have you ever changed oil?
Yeah.
That's a lie. Total lie, dude.
Ashley
Do y'all believe
changes
that?
Oil. Don't
Did
lie. You steal her coffee and she changes oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Devin said it so slick too. He's like,
yeah.
Turf, I'm sorry. We wish you were here.
Who's Hunter?
He, I think he knows Chandler. He's my big old buddy named Turf. He's trained with us before. He trained with us when Beef came down one day.
Okay.
So if you,
So he's throwing guilt trips towards you now.
yeah, that's what he does.
Pack your bags, boys. You're going on a guilt trip.
not changing his oil.
Yeah. He's
Devin,
always a court
do
lover.
you-
Dude, listen.
do you even know
Here's
when
a
you need to change
conspiracy
your oil?
theory. Do you have to change your oil?
Yes,
I don't think so. Man. I don't think so.
Devin.
Yeah, it could just don't do it. Don't worry
I
about it.
work
It's
at a
no
car
big deal.
dealership.
Yeah.
No,
so
it's
you're
okay.
part.
No
you're
big-
part of
no
the
big deal.
man, dude.
You're part of the problem.
Of course, you're gonna say change
So,
your oil.
Let him.
I can't
just
tell
let
you
him.
how many people have gotten upset when their motor locks up and you unscrew their oil cap and it's like
Nah,
this
not mine.
much sludge built up on it. They're like, "I don't know what caused that."
I don't know
You
what
look
happened.
back at the records and they haven't changed their oil in 20,000 miles,
There's your answer.
and then they have to pay for a new motor.
There's your answer.
Listen, my car, like Ashley said, has an oil life percentage. And I've just simply rigged it to always say 100, so we're fine.
No big deal, right?
I'm
all good.
kidding. I get it changed. Was it every 3,000? I
Alright,
think
you're
that's
spending-
what I do.
You're spending way too much.
He's
on oil
just
change.
kidding.
Is it 3? What
Like
is it?
Trump says,
Five.
I'm just kidding about
Is it 5?
injecting
Yeah.
yourself
Whatever.
with Lysol.
And
I was
that's
just
why I
kidding.
get someone to do it for me. They put a nice little
funny.
sticker in
It's
the
just a
top,
joke.
and it
Don't
tells
do
me
it.
when to go.
He was serious. So, what's your big show you want me to watch?
Okay. I know I said You was a good show. You is a weird show. It was just interesting, right?
That's fair.
One of the best shows I've seen on TV in a long time is Dave on FX. You know what that is?
Is that the one with Lil Dicky?
It's the show about Lil Dicky.
You know what Lil Dicky is, Jay?
No.
He's a rapper.
Yeah, he's a rapper.
But he's
Oh,
not
I
like
love that
a
song.
he's not
The one
like
with
a
him and Freddie Watt.
rapper. He's funny, but he's still good, dude. The show is hilarious.
It's great.
I've
It's
never.
called Dave.
Have you seen it?
Yeah,
Have
Lil
you seen
Dicky's
the third
awesome.
episode,
I've not seen the third one,
bro?
but I've seen it.
It's
he's
the
he's
third
good.
episode of that show. I watched it by myself, died laughing out loud. Dave. I watched it
Who's
again
Dave?
with Ashley.
Who's you?
She died laughing out loud.
You.
I laughed out loud again. We showed 2 of our friends. We all died laughing out loud.
Huh.
The third episode of that show, they're all good,
So you're
but
saying
that
it's
one
funny.
is just like.
What are you
the
doing?
best.
He said he died laughing out loud. Make sure you're still.
Ashley, tell them how funny that episode is.
So
So
yeah.
he's funny.
It's hilarious. It's on FX. If you have Hulu, it's on Hulu.
Lil
I think
Dicky's
it's
a
only
good.
on Hulu.
He's
It's streaming
good.
service.
He's a funny dude.
So, can I
Let's hear this.
Speak on it.
Let's
can
go.
I
Speak
tell
on
you what it is what show that Tracy has put me towards to watch that I think is pretty interesting and pretty funny and pretty wild to watch. That she's taping right now from us to watch whenever I get back home.
I bet
Is-
it's Pretty
is-
Little Liars.
Is it? Is it?
You know what it is.
Is it Tiger King?
Oh wait,
No.
have you seen Tiger
That's my
King?
shit.
I refuse to see that.
Oh
Jay,
man.
watch it.
If anybody in this room should watch that show, it's you.
No, I promise you, Jay will not watch Tiger King.
Ain't gonna do it.
I
Dude,
know
it's
Jay
funny
will
as
not
shit,
watch
man.
Tiger King, dude.
Can we get back to what I mean?
Go ahead.
Follow it.
Did we ever talk about Tiger King on here?
No, and we're not.
We're going to
Did I
later.
ever tell
We're going
you?
to later.
Not doing it.
Jay will not.
We don't
watch
have
King.
to, but
Jay
I
will
just
not.
want to pull up some things and
Jay will
talk
not
about
watch
some
Tiger
moments
King.
of the
Did I
show with
tell
you
you?
Yeah,
guys.
I'm in.
No.
Not right
No,
now.
no.
Not right now.
No,
Yeah,
like
Ashley
later.
watched like 2
Ashley's
episodes. She didn't want to watch the rest.
Thank you, Ash.
All right.
You
Yeah.
should kick his ass for taking your coffee and requesting Joe Exotic
Oh.
Tiger crap.
That's funny.
Carol
Go ahead.
Baskin.
Can I tell
Kill
you
him.
what the show is?
Go ahead.
Y'all gonna freak because it freaked me out when I was just like, I ain't watching this. Ain't no
Carol
way.
Baskin.
Saw a show and I was just like, and then I'm gonna have to explain. You're gonna have to let me explain when I tell you what the show is, okay?
All right.
Y'all
And
ready?
you say I know what it is?
I think I told you. I think I already told you.
Oh, you've already told Brian, but not us. That's
Right.
rude.
Right, because
That is
I've
rude.
talked to Brian before I talked to you guys about this.
It's fine. It's whatever.
Can I
What?
tell you?
Yeah, go
All
ahead.
right.
Go for it.
90 Day Fiance.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Tell me
you're done.
No, I said
You're
you
gonna
the
talk shit
clause
to
in
me.
this contract
No.
was you're gonna have to let me explain why.
Well, see, here's the thing. You're gonna talk shit about
I've
How I
already-
Met Your Mother, one of the
which
greatest
is
sitcom
shit.
shows
And
of my
this is what
generation.
is so dumb
I
is
love
that
it.
you know it's shit, and then you make me. I've seen it, and I'm just like, why? We've already talked about it.
I love it.
You put that
I
up
love
on
it.
YouTube, and it's just like, and no one laughed.
You didn't laugh. Everybody else
No
was in
one
tears.
laughed.
and-
Everybody
and
was going.
They were in stitches, if I can remember.
Do you remember? You were there.
I remember. Yeah.
Everybody's
I
going,
remember.
everybody looked at it, and
I'll
everybody just looked at me like, "Why am I not laughing?"
Jay's like-
"Why are y'all not laughing?" Because it sucks.
We were all laughing. We all looked at each other like this. And then,
That's not
and then
laughing.
I looked at Chris, and Chris, you looked at me, like how? Like this. And I looked at Brian, and then we all looked at each other, and then we looked at Jay with our smiles.
Y'all
And it was
stupid.
met with, you know that
I don't wanna do this
the
anymore.
part in the cartoon, The Grinch, where he's like, he's just got a face, and then it
I'm not doing
morphs
this
into that
anymore.
like
I
big.
quit.
know.
I'm
Shout
gonna
out
walk
to
out.
Red
I
Star
will.
Dreadnought for the.
What is it?
He
Red Star
really
TMD,
loves
baby.
me. Dude, 90 Day Fiance.
Go
It's
ahead,
got
go
some
ahead.
weird
So
folks on
I'm
it.
with Jay. He shouldn't watch it. LOL. I've seen it and then regarded all of it. Talking about Tiger King.
Yeah.
Tiger King
But
is
90 Day Fiance.
Go ahead,
This is
Jay.
what's up. This is how this is done. And
There's some weird folks on there. Let me tell you.
it's crazy.
It's actually interesting.
What it is.
Golly,
they
I
get
can't believe I'm
online,
saying
Thank you, Brian. I'm not excited. But what they do is they get on this online dating service, people across on another country,
Like a Tinder.
like in Ukraine or someplace,
Yeah,
some,
they go.
ISISonly.com.
some Eastern Bloc in Europe or someplace, and start talking to somebody online. Listen, you're gonna have to stick with me. You're gonna have to quit interrupting me. You're gonna have to watch. You gotta focus, all right? Because I'm trying to put this clause in the contract that I put in to explain
You
why.
let me know when I should start liking this. Like,
Well,
what's
you're gonna have to
the,
tell,
actually-
you let me know when I can finish your freaking sentence.
Notice, hey, no joke. It's actually,
It's
hey, Brian?
okay.
Let's preserve
Back
Okay,
to me.
your
okay.
status. All right.
Back to me. Eyes here. Listen. Okay? So they talk to these people online across the country or whatever. Chris, turn around.
I'm looking for a talking
No,
stick.
you need to look at me. and listen. So they're talking to these people and stuff, and sometimes they'll talk to each other like through FaceTime or whatever. They'll get the
some
phone
of them
number.
do, some of them don't.
Some of them don't, and the ones that don't, they don't even know if they're real or not. They just look at pictures.
They're
They don't
just
get the
like
phone number. They don't talk to them over.
Catfish.
Yeah, catfish. Like
You never
crazy.
know.
A guy goes
real.
to the Ukraine 4 times, talks to this crazy bitch that he only sees a picture of for 7 years, calls her his girlfriend.
Rewind that back. Say it again. How long? 7 years.
7 years.
Who
He
does
talks
that?
to this picture.
Who does that?
And doesn't talk to her on the phone. Doesn't talk to her through FaceTime or anything.
They're talking every day.
Believes that this girl really wants to marry him. And we're at the episode now where he finally gets to the Ukraine for the 4th time, goes to her apartment, knocks on the door, and they like suck you into it because they open the door and he's like it, and then it cuts to something else, and you're like, ah! And you start throwing shit.
You want to see what happens.
So it's interesting like that.
It's about one dude.
No, it's
about a
multiple
bunch
people.
Bunch of
There's
different
yeah,
relationships.
yeah.
There's just one guy that has this one girl, and she's from the Philippines, like a third world country, part of it.
Yeah.
And he's
got no
short,
neck.
dumpy, no
He's
neck,
got no
ugly
neck.
looking motherfucker. I mean, he's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
gross.
That's
That
it
guy,
right there.
Yeah, he's like
That's
this.
him.
He's like, I
He
love
said
her.
short.
Yeah,
She's my queen.
He's totally gross. He looks like Fred Flintstone on even more estrogen or something.
Y'all remember that show on Saturday Night Live where they did that lowered expectations?
That guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Those people
so-
trying to get dates.
And the girl's not half looking bad. She's a cute little Filipino girl.
She's just poor.
She's just very poor.
Yeah.
And he tries to make things happen with her, and it's just weird. It's just
straight
very weird.
catfish.
She doesn't shave her legs, and he makes her shave her legs. And then he tries to like get her to use mouthwash because her breasts.
That's my kind of girl right there.
Sit in my car. No one likes you.
That's my kind of girl.
It's not a comedy, man. It's a reality TV show. Ass. Let's talk about
window
something
open.
else. I'm not.
That window open.
No, I can open it.
Oh, I get it.
Were you hot?
Yeah, it's a
What
little
is
warm.
that? Who's
A
farting?
little warm.
It's something.
Who's
fine.
farting?
I gotta go turn on the AC. I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
I'm going to turn
It's
on
gonna
my
turn the
AC.
air on.
It's a little warm.
Look at him.
Oh, it is
Look at him.
weird.
Everybody, look at them shorts he's got on. let's talk about them flamingos.
Sit back down.
Hold on, I'm telling you. These shorts.
They're baby blue with flamingos.
Look at them shorts,
things
man.
Awful.
Feel these.
No.
Dude, you would love these.
Brian, get him off me.
Oh
I will
man,
kick you 4,000 times in the face if you don't get away from me.
bro. Why?
Dude, they're like $5 at Walmart.
Thanks for
Hey.
saving that. Wow.
See?
Walmart should have gave him.
Thanks for saving that for us.
They should have gave them to you.
You know what?
I'd like to apologize.
Huh?
I'm going back into quarantine after looking at that
man.
shit.
I wore these last pods.
Go!
Jay, can I ask you a question? Now that you,
Get out of your house!
now that you've,
Go sit in the pool.
let that out of the bag.
Oh.
What's your favorite Hallmark movie? Tracy, what's his favorite Hallmark movie?
Does Jay watch
Yes,
Hallmark?
Jay, no, this is
Jay
my
don't watch
bed ring
Hallmark.
gear. These are
Well,
my-
you
these are
must
my-
watch
these are
Hallmark
my-
movies.
So you
My
gonna
poon
come at
pants.
me after he got up wearing those shorts. That's what you're doing?
Yes.
Those are your. Hold on.
We're rivals on
Hold on.
here.
Hold on. Hey,
You're redirecting towards
Hold on.
me after you saw
Jefferson
those
High is our
flamingo
rivals.
shorts.
hold on. Those Chris, say that again. Those are your what?
These are my poon slaying shorts.
Okay.
So, okay. So, we all know my.
Oh
a
man.
good
There's
buddy.
no way
There's
that
no-
you can be around a 10-mile radius of any school around here. There's no way.
So, everyone here knows
He's pretty far from DB.
a good buddy of mine passed away over the past week. Well, so the poon slaying, it's going to be a good memory between me and him. We're sitting there watching.
Was that your email address? Boone Slayer 1973.
Hey, what's up, AOD Insane? What's up, brother?
Yo.
But we were watching a. Sweet with the host.
Wow.
How are you? Oh, what are we doing?
What up?
Whoa.
So many words.
he's these are emotes. I don't know why not stopping those. Oh well, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
Get it,
but-
bot.
We were watching. I think we were watching Triple X, the first Triple X, and
One with Vin Diesel.
yeah, when Vin, you know how every time Vin Diesel was going to slay something, he put on that nice fur coat.
He goes,
Go watch. Go.
That is not no nice fur coat.
Anyways.
You comparing
Mink.
those
No,
flamingo
but
shorts?
the thing is, he'd sit there every time he'd flip up that coat, he'd go, he's about to go slay him some poon. So it became Vin Diesel's poon slaying coat.
So when you put on those shorts, that's what you thought?
That's yeah.
I mean, it's worked.
Oh, I guess.
do you say something like, "Welcome to the Xander zone. 'Cause that was cool.
Welcome to the cash corner.
How can you? I got nothing.
It may
Yeah.
just be that it's
True
yes.
pudding. True pudding.
I brought a friend.
I got nothing.
Told you I'd be here. I appreciate you, Red Star. You are the best girl. You go.
Way to
You
go, Red Star. TMD.
Hey, AOD, you can lurk all you want.
AOD.
As long as you get to see our beautiful faces, that's all that
We
matters.
have a
Straight
lurker.
lurking.
What up, lurker?
Is that Puddin'?
It's pudding.
Puddin'!
Pudding.
What's up, bud?
I
Can
hadn't
he drink
seen.
yet?
I hadn't seen pudding in
Can
forever.
Pudding drink yet? Now we can drink for him though.
Hey,
Cheers,
drink the
boy.
pudding. Hey.
I'm pretty
Yay,
sure he's old
Puddin'.
enough to drink now. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he is.
So what do y'all think about OSP going to heavyweight to fight Ben Rothwell?
Man,
That's probably a good move, honestly. Like,
Because he's
but Rothwell's a stud, dude.
but OSP is
October.
a thick 205er.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably cuts from 250, 240.
I don't
Who's
know.
that? Rothwell?
No,
Or
OSP.
OSP?
You sent that in the suggestions to talk about, and I was just like, I don't know. People that have went up in weight like DC, he's found
Success.
Rumble,
Yeah.
when he went up in
Rumble.
weight, he's never seen more success than he
It's
did.
true.
I hate cutting weight.
Rothwell's a good. I mean, it's that's gonna be a tough fight, man. He won what in December? He fought in December, didn't he? Last
Rothwell?
time, yeah. I think it was December. He fought. Maybe.
Did he win?
Am I wrong? Yes, I think he did win.
By that go-go choke he does.
Yeah.
And does that weird little dance he does when he wins.
But yeah, I think it'll be a tough fight. It'll be a good one because Rothwell's got he's got like 40 some fights on him, something like that. He's got a lot of fights.
He's a vet. That's for sure.
Jace was asking me about fighting. And he's like a prospect. He's like, talking about what weight you think I should be fighting at? And I said, what are you walking at right now? He said 185. And he lost weight down to 185. There's a difference between cutting weight and losing weight.
Right.
When you lose weight, you lose it, and that's cool. That's a good way to lose weight. But when you cut it, that's dangerous, especially if you hadn't cut weight before. And my worst losses, most of my losses was when I was in the lower weight division, and I found my most wins was in
When you
at
went up,
205.
Yeah.
I was at 205. So yeah,
you're more around your natural.
What's cutting weight? Never had to do it.
What is this?
No, you haven't, have you? You've always fought heavyweight, haven't
Yeah.
you? Have you really?
Yeah.
It's more, but for you, it's more around your natural.
205.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around your natural.
It's enough to piss me off, but
Right.
not enough to like affect me physically.
Because I say probably when you're like fighting often, you're probably walking around 220, 215.
210, 215.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just had to cut a little.
Yeah, and then most of that was probably just water weight.
Yep.
Just cutting that off.
And trying to roll with this guy, Jesus
He
Christ.
is. I hate it.
This guy?
I hate rolling with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about this
God.
earlier. Rolling with
You're
J
awful.
Page is like, you know those carnival games
Yes.
where like you think, man, if I do this enough, I'll win. You don't.
No.
You
no,
can't win.
No.
You don't win the grand prize. You know.
What he's saying
never.
is you're an asshole.
I know. When I roll, I know. And I'm sorry, but not really. Because I like rolling as an asshole.
As an asshole.
Blue Squirrel
dirty
said,
jujitsu.
Friend as in fiance at Red Star. I get called out one more time.
So, I want to call you out, Cash.
Oh,
All right.
Call him out about them shorts. Cash.
Not just about the shorts. There was a podcast that I looked at one time back in the day, back in a few
day. Okay.
podcasts ago.
Okay.
I went to go take a shit. I went up to go to the bathroom, and as I walked away, you all act like I couldn't go back and listen to what y'all was talking about. So Chris was like, okay, let's talk about all Jay's got is the overhand. Remember that?
Did we say that?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it's LJ's going, and you were like,
I didn't say that.
And all you-
I don't think I was there for that one.
you were because you were all sitting there going, yes, he says it's a stand-up. Distraction, just awful and blah blah blah.
I don't think this is true.
This is true. It's
I don't think this is true.
If you guys look at the history of our podcast,
Which you
There's
shouldn't do.
one
I
where
mean,
they're talking all kinds of trash.
Show me the proof.
So
Somebody prove.
I'm just wondering, Chris, when you won your first title,
Ouch.
how did that feel? Winning your first title as a fighter, whenever you
I have one.
And,
I'm sorry, what was that?
Here we go.
Didn't win one.
Never wanted. You're right.
Is this the
I'm sorry,
champ side?
not your third title. I'm sorry, your second title. Your second title that you won as a fighter. How did that feel?
Didn't want a second one.
Well,
That was what.
All right, Jay, we're getting your damn point.
No. I got. This is a hit piece. Your first title.
Boy, that jack.
Yeah.
Reaching for that jack.
Did your your plethora of striking skill? How did that work out for you when you won your first title? Just asking.
All right, now it's your turn to turn on Devin.
We can't.
Because Devin's won titles.
Yeah, that's right. You started it.
I didn't start
You're
it.
the one that said it.
Devin looked at me and I just
No, he didn't.
I probably didn't say any of this.
You agreed with him.
Well, I bet.
Shall we go to the footage? Shall we go to the footage?
All right, I'll say it. Jay Page has taught me everything I know.
Well, that's just not true.
You're
'cause now
welcome,
you're shitting on
Cash.
me. Is that a diss at me right here in front of my face?
What have you taught me?
I knew I was.
Well, you've triangle choked someone, haven't
Knew
you?
this.
That
Jay
word-
Page didn't teach you that.
Yeah, Jay taught me how to triangle
Oh,
something.
get the fuck out of
I did.
He did.
I did. Right
And he
there.
pulled it out of his ass.
straight out of.
here. Call me.
All I
Like,
said
whoa.
was ankles. He switched ankles and choked him. I was like, that's not wrestling. That's jiu-jitsu. Yay, Chris.
It was beautiful. Man, that was a good one.
I taught you how to balance a checkbook. Taught you.
That's what.
I mean, life hacks. That's okay. Life hacks. Okay.
What else, Devin? What else have you taught me?
So is it a good thing that OSP is going to heavyweight?
I'm
Would
excited
you-
for it.
Would you? I'm very interested that that's
Because
I'm
I
interested.
just see that cut to 205 being really hard for him. And just because how big he is, and how like he's got a lot of muscle mass. He's
Yeah.
not really a fat guy. Most of it's water weight and muscle.
I'll honestly say if the UFC fighters, if they made it mandatory to consult with Tyler Minton, I'll give Tyler Minton a shout out because he knows what he's doing as far as losing the weight correctly.
Right.
I mean, how many championship fighters does he?
A lot.
Do their
He's
nutrition
done it with Khabib and DC, and
Probably Luke Rockhold, if I had to guess.
Megan Anderson, I think is her name, the tall Australian chick with
Yeah.
the tattoos.
She smells nice.
She does.
How would you know?
She smells nice.
How would you
Just
know?
look at her.
You got to scratch a snicker over her or
Just
something?
Blue
look at
Squirrel, we are a
Blue Squirrel.
MMA, video game, nerd talk. movie.
Anything,
Just
really.
whatever.
Mostly mixed martial arts.
Just whatever.
We're mixed
And
martial
borderline
arts.
alcoholics.
Borderline
Yeah,
alcoholics.
Yeah, we drink and talk about whatever it is. What do you want to talk about, Blue Squirrel? Is it Blue Squirrel?
Yeah.
It's blue.
Yep.
Is it
Squirrel.
Blue Squirrel?
Squirrel.
Ooh.
Are you
Yeah,
from
they
France?
should give us
Right.
our next topic
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever wants to talk about something, throw it on the board and we'll
Yeah,
start
we'll-
yakking.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Hey,
Be careful with
well,
that.
blue
if
waffles.
it's political,
Be
we may
careful.
steer away from that. But
Depends on how.
I'm saying be selective. If it's something stupid, we'll just be like,
You know
no.
what? You know who's I've not seen yet
Who's
chime in is Jimmy. Where is Jimmy Neely?
Wait, Jimmy.
we've been talking about.
Call Jimmy
MMA,
right now.
and He's
I'm
gonna come in
surprised.
when we're not.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
then he's gonna
not saying
bitch.
nothing.
It's how it happens. Call Jimmy right now. I know you got his phone number.
Yeah, I'll call him.
That's your evil twin.
Blue Squirrel.
I'll call him in here.
Yeah, see, where is Jimmy, man? Jimmy's
I
usually
miss Jimmy.
says something by now. Like,
I bet Jimmy's
MMA.
watched Tiger King.
What's that?
I'm telling you, Jay, you would get a kick out of it.
Ask him what his favorite scene.
I'm
when he
telling
answers
y'all.
The phone, say,
Carol
Jimmy,
Baskin
What
was
was
a
your
bitch.
favorite scene on Tiger King?
Carol Baskins
You got a speaker.
killed her husband, whacked him.
For those of you that don't know, Jimmy Neely is a UFC referee,
He's kind of famous,
and he's kind of famous.
according to him.
He's a bald white dude that looks a lot like me, but
Dude, you should have called him from there.
it's
Yeah.
okay. We'll get him online here.
He won't pick up for me anymore.
Oh, Jimmy!
Hey, we're doing the podcast. Where are you? We were worried sick.
Jimmy!
I'm watching The Last Dance.
I'm sorry.
You watching what?
I'm watching The Last Dance.
You having a lap dance?
Thanks for the invite.
The Last Dance. Michael Jordan.
The Last Dance?
What is that?
What is that?
Isn't that an old song?
No, Michael Jordan documentary. It's on ESPN.
Oh. Why didn't you just say Michael Jordan documentary?
How did I not know?
Well, it ain't got nothing to do with fighting. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
The rest of the country was watching it. What the hell?
Well, get online.
We're more important, Jimmy.
Get online and start commenting with us.
Yeah, we're talking about fighting for once.
We're more important, Jimmy.
All right, I'll get back on there.
All right, I love you.
Okay, bye.
But we're not moving away from fighting.
So here's the
I
deal.
love it.
As soon as
I
Jimmy
forgot about
comments,
that,
we're
dude.
going to switch subjects to something that's not fighting.
So that's
and
enough
not too
about
sure.
fighting.
Screw
It's Blue
politics.
Squirrel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Blue Squirrel.
Yeah,
we don't
we-
like politics.
yeah.
You guys keep doing your thing, rocking the stream. I'll play games myself.
Yes, sir.
That's how we do.
Sweet Blue Squirrel.
Okay.
You get the VIP section of the.
Are we going to go talk about
Pancake.
Tiger King now?
Oh,
No. We're
real
going to wait
quick.
till Jimmy gets in here to
Real
start
quick,
talking
Squirrel.
about
What games are you playing, by the way? Just to be
Mind
curious. Mind
Yes,
games.
love games.
Mind games. Yeah, man. Just throw up some games you play.
So, Mike Tyson said he's wanting to come out and do some charity fights.
That is somebody that has dominated for a long
All
time.
right, so that's enough about fighting. Let's talk about the Tiger King.
All right, Tiger
Jimmy's
King.
Jimmy, what was your
Jimmy, you just
was your
you're just
favorite
in time. We're talking about
part of
Tiger King. I
know Jimmy's seen it.
He's had to. He's even got his underwear.
Jimmy, have you seen Tiger King yet?
He's got a
we're just
poster of
curious.
Joe
We're having a
Exotic in
poll
his
here.
house.
We want to know if you have seen Tiger King.
Jimmy, I wasn't part of this. Man. I'm ratting on you guys. I didn't want this to happen. But they think you watch Tiger King.
Carol Baskins.
Killed her husband. Whacked him.
Squall said that there was an Angela Lee fight that I watched on one. That
Oh, Jimmy said it. Yeah.
Jimmy, why would you watch that?
I'm telling you, you would love it.
No,
You
I'm telling you, Jay would
would
not
love
love
it,
it. I
Jay.
promise you.
Jay-
And give us
Page.
something to talk about.
I'm telling y'all.
You sat in the chair you're sitting in right now
Jay-
saying nice things about 90 Day Fiance.
Yes, yeah.
Dude,
I
Jay-
guarantee you that Tiger King ain't nothing like 90
Jay
Day
is gonna
Fiancé.
I
watch.
guarantee you
Jay
it
is
is
gonna watch
exactly
it, and
like
he's gonna be
90
like,
Day
"This is the
Fiancé."
dumbest show I have ever seen." I know you. He is not gonna like it. I
Okay,
promise you.
but he will continue to watch it because he's like, I've got to watch this stupidity happen. See how-
Well, that's the thing about me. All right, when I see something that is just cringe, like when Tito Ortiz talks and tries to put together
ahead.
questions.
Go ahead.
I have not seen. Okay, Blue Squirrel says every episode one night train wreck.
Resident
Look
Evil.
away, really, Jimmy? Come on, dude. So Blue Squirrel says hasn't seen Tiger King. Thank you, Blue Squirrel. You're a friend of mine. Officially now, I play almost every game under the sun. I'm actually a variety streamer, but current games are Dead at Daylight,
Dead
Call
by
of
Daylight.
Duty, Resident Evil games, and much more.
so
Dude, sweet.
Resident Evil,
Resident
those are my
Evil's a great
favorite
game.
games.
Yeah.
The originals, the new ones, not 6. 6 is trash. I love them.
Me and Cash play duty, so shoot, man. Maybe we'll hook up one day.
Yeah.
And get us some
Yeah.
duty on playing with
Get
you
a pack-
guys. Yeah.
Get a Panic
Yeah.
Cat crew together.
Crew.
Jay, so that's another thing. You need to get an Xbox. Bro.
No.
We need you online to talk smack to little kids.
Nope. This is what I'll do. Hand me the headset while you play, and I'll talk the shit.
I like it.
I'm in.
I like
Say
it.
less.
I like it.
So, can I, like, because Jay hasn't seen it, I do still want to talk about,
Let's
like,
talk about it.
okay, I think the greatest
Jay is not going to watch Tiger.
the greatest part of that
I'm
thing
telling y'all.
is at his husband's funeral.
Oh yeah, Joe Exotic's married to 2 guys. At one
Yeah, he is.
Joe.
And right there is not a
Hey,
selling point.
and I
at
said,
all.
and
Jay
that's
is
fine.
not going to
And
watch
that's
it.
fine. So Joe Exotic sings country music, or sings country music. He doesn't actually.
Another thing that's not a good selling point
Listen,
for me to watch this
So
shit. Go ahead.
events happen.
That's 2.
There's a funeral for his late husband, and he's speaking is it a eulogy? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So he's giving the eulogy at this funeral, and he says, it didn't matter what you were doing. You could be trying to focus on something. He'd come up and he'd put his balls in my face.
And there's strike 3.
And then he goes, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and starts singing some random ass song at his funeral, Jay. Hey, don't do that at a funeral.
You don't know how much I'm so excited
Okay.
about not watching this
Okay,
horse.
look. I tried.
I'm gonna try to find it,
Hey, hold
actually.
on. I love Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is great.
Squall, my woman, God love this woman, says Jay's not getting an Xbox, Chris. And no way will he watch Tiger Home.
You don't have to
Tiger
watch Tiger King, but
Have
why
found
can't
it.
Jay have an Xbox?
I found it.
Look,
He's a grown man.
look. I tried to get Jay to watch Game of Thrones. I think Game of
Hey,
Thrones is awesome.
Tracy doesn't know my new address, does she?
Jay is not watching Tiger King.
Okay, cool.
Jay is not watching Tiger King, man. I promise you.
Devin don't.
That's it.
You might as well bring it up on there. Just bring it up. Pull it up, Chris. Pull it up.
Entertainment today, in this day and age, is
And
just,
what he's wearing, bro, like,
I probably can't.
dude.
I probably can't.
True,
I
true.
probably can't
That's
show
fine.
it.
He can't
but
show
I can
it.
Play it.
and he can't play
Don't
it.
worry about it.
Just search.
Don't worry about it.
No,
Don't worry about
you
it,
need
Jay.
to hear it.
No,
I
I
wanna hear it.
don't.
Joe Exotic funeral.
There are
speech.
things in this world that is just does not need to be seen or heard, and I'm gonna put all my money on this.
Search Joe
Jay is
Exotic
not
funeral.
watching Tiger King, y'all.
I do get mad playing pool on my phone, and that's why I uninstalled it off my phone.
No, you didn't.
Dude, I would get so mad I would squeeze the fucking phone so
But
hard
you love it.
it would take a picture of the pool game.
But you love it. Oh my gosh.
And we
Jay
spent
is not gonna like it.
years of our life. And I said, why me?
Look at my boy Josh.
You know, put my head and that's my
Oh, is it bleeping it?
Yeah.
how stupid. Was sitting
Oh,
there
this is trash. This is bad
What is
quality.
that?
I'll find a better one.
on the computer to a senator.
There's a 48-second
Oh my
one.
gosh.
Can we please talk about
Online.
something else?
This is important.
This is not important. There's nothing.
Golden Nuggets. It's titled. It is. Somebody titled it Golden
don't
Nuggets.
Hey,
see
morning celebration to celebrate.
Oh, there we go.
Why is it doing this?
Because it
No.
knows not to play.
And we
it.
spent
I have Netflix on my
4 years of our life. And
I was gonna say
We're
we're
burning
Wow,
time,
man.
yo.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just we're burning time. This is people are getting mad. Everybody's like giving up their perspective.
Desiree said, "Have y'all watched the Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia?" What kind
Have you
of?
seen
I
the Wild and
don't
Wonderful?
think
Have
I
you not
have.
seen that?
I don't think so.
It's about
Oh, yes.
the guy,
Yes, the
guy.
dancing
Damn it.
outlaw.
Jessica White.
Jessica White. Yes,
Are you
sir.
serious?
Yes.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my dude. I
Yeah,
need to watch
yeah.
There
that.
is literally a scene in that where one of them has one of his family in West Virginia has a prescription bottle, and they go. He goes, "That's a mating call here."
One of his sisters is like, I'm the pretty one of the family, and her one eye is like.
Is this
looking
on
at you.
Netflix?
No, this is like.
I don't-
It's
old
very
school.
old.
It's-
Don't
This
want
came out
no-
when I was in high
this
school.
Don't want no
VHS.
slimy, sloppy eggs.
There's
I'm
First time I met
so-
my wife, I asked her to make me some eggs, and I put a knife to her
Just
neck, and I told that bitch, I said, "You better fix me the
Why
eggs
have I
right
not
next
seen
time.
this?
Because next time if you don't, I'm
Bro.
gonna cut you. I don't like no sloppy
Sloppy eggs.
there's a scene in that too
Jessica
where
White, dancing outlaw.
somebody's going through a drive-through and they're all like meth heads on all the pills, right?
No.
And
Think of the most redneck backwoods
Yes.
shit ever, and then multiply that by 1,000,000,
Dude,
and you
he's
still won't get
Straight Elvis
what it is.
idolizer.
so
He's been to Johnson City.
yeah he
Bro, he
Was
has
it
been
He
to
Capone?
went to
Johnson
the Highway
Capone?
Boutique.
Yeah.
oh
Yes, walked in to get a pop.
Love it.
So in this scene
Jessica White.
there's a I think it's
Boone
a
County,
mom
Martin.
meth head and a daughter meth
Boone-
head that's
Boone
part of
County,
his family in
mating
a car,
call.
right? And they're going through a Taco Bell drive-through, and they see somebody in there that they know, and she's like, "Yeah, they took her baby." Then it's like they can't hear what she's saying, but for some reason they're feeling it. They took her baby away.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm so gonna find this.
Yes,
Have
you
you
have
not seen
to.
Jesco
Now,
White?
that I can appreciate.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Bet I've got Amazon Prime.
Let's go.
You have to watch that.
Hold up.
Because
I'm
Jesco
just
White, the dancing outlaw.
dancing outlaw.
Hold up.
Whoa.
It's about to go down.
What are we doing here? What are we doing?
Hold up. I'm gonna find this so I can save it for later.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing.
If Desiree says it's on, Amazon Prime, by
Jesco.
God, I got Amazon Prime.
Oh.
I'm probably gonna end up watching it at work tomorrow.
What's it called?
I didn't know it was.
Jesco White.
Why don't you do this? Just make it-
J-E.
It's the Wild and
S-C-O.
Wonderful Whites of West Virginia is what the movie's called.
Is it Whites? W-H-I-T-E-S? Whites. He was talking about his dad. He said, my dad used to dance. And he's dead now.
That's it. Right
And
there.
when we were growing up, he didn't mean to call us sons of bitches. He didn't mean to call us little bastards. He loved
yeah,
us.
Johnny Knoxville produced it.
He,
Oh,
he,
yeah,
had
I'm
that,
in.
he had that speaker and he
Boom,
was
it's on my
dancing.
watch list. Okay.
He had that speaker and he was dancing. If you can't get to heaven, you gotta raise a little
You
hell.
gotta raise a
Yeah.
little hell.
I know what I'm watching before I go to bed tonight.
Oh my
Oh.
God. You're going to be up all night.
Oh my
It's
god.
really good.
I'm
Good
in.
stuff. Good stuff.
I'm in.
Hey, you guys want to talk about grappling?
Do I?
Grappling.
Wrestling?
Talk about,
Wrestling.
Yeah, kinda.
talk about
So
talk
Craig
about your
Jones grappled against Vinny Magalhaes
grapples.
tonight, and let me just read you his
Send me,
Vinny Magalhaes' tweet.
send me the pictures of that real quick. I'll pull them up.
Okay.
Devin got showed pictures of this underground submission,
Ah, yeah. Got
and
Mm.
Craig Jones threw a leg lock on Vinny, and it
But
turned
not one, multiple.
to multiples.
Hey, but leg locks don't work.
That's why you tap.
They weren't in the street.
No, it's just why you tap.
So his leg looked like something that God didn't intend for his leg to bend that way,
Right.
and it looked bad.
Yeah, very
So
bad.
he didn't break not one, but two of his legs.
I'm gonna send you 3 pictures.
Why?
Send them to the group.
Why?
Okay.
I don't.
If the submission's on tap, if it's on, just know
Just
that you
tap.
got. Yeah.
Dude, and Craig Jones is just like sick nasty. He is just nuts.
Just tap. You gotta tap. Oh my gosh, here it is.
Hold up.
Golly.
Okay, that's not.
So let's look at his knee. There's his knee, and now let's look at where his heel is. Which direction his heel is
Your
facing.
heel is not supposed
That's-
to go that
Don't
way.
face that. Goes the
It-
opposite direction.
It looks
actually.
like his foot has got all his toes cut off. Wait, no, that's his heel.
My gosh.
Dude didn't tap, and now I don't know. Can we zoom it? It's probably
Is that
be hard
Jimmy?
to zoom. That is Jimmy. Neely. That is Jimmy Neely.
Jimmy.
Dude, that's just sick.
I'm giving
That's
her all
insane.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
That's fine. I mean, that's good.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, what we doing?
I zoomed in too far.
Whoa.
Gee, what
And
is
then
going
I
on?
just want to look at
We're
the
at
tweet
full.
he made when people were, talking about this match, like what they thought it was going to be like.
Oh.
So he said,
Wait. So. What,
That's the leg.
"That's the knee."
That's the
Look
leg.
at his.
Gosh, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Craig Jones is on the bottom. by
Think
the way.
about that. Where your foot's supposed to be right there.
Right.
That's an inside heel hook.
Yeah.
Turned all the way over.
All the way.
And he's just like, "Man, I'm all right." Dude, you're not all right.
God, dude.
So let's go to the tweet. Benny says, "Do you want to really test the ignorance of people who voted for
Damn it.
Craig? Ask how he's going to win. If they say by leg lock, then you know that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Leg locks don't work." Beginning of a hashtag.
What kind of car does Ashley drive?
A Hyundai.
Okay.
Wow.
No, just no reason.
Hyundai just went by.
No reason.
Do I?
No,
Do I need to
no
lock the
reason.
front door?
No, she,
I mean,
everything's fine.
she's pretty serious about that coffee. I'm just saying. I mean, no reason
Devin,
though.
We're here for you, bud.
I mean,
Interesting. And
I'm just gonna say, Devin, it's nice knowing you, man.
so what you're saying is Vinny was wrong.
Dude,
Vinny
that's
was
insane.
Wrong.
Vinny, he was just wrong.
I was talking
Wrong.
to Don.
Wrong.
He said it was just like
Wrong.
he said it
Johnny
was like a
Murphy,
fluffy
wrong.
leg.
Wrong.
I mean, there's got to be a point like you got to put pride aside
Yeah.
You got to tap,
and
dude.
tap.
what was his tweet afterwards? Help! I need morphine.
I
My
can't
legs.
feel my legs.
My God, my legs.
I mean, passing out.
Maybe
Hashtag
I
I
can find
was
this.
wrong.
Maybe I can find like
mean-
a clip of like the actual break, because you think like when he puts the heel hook on, there's got to be like an actual like pop break to get there.
Getting choked out is one thing.
Right.
Getting your knee blown out, your ankle blown out,
That's a whole.
whatever.
different-
That's a whole.
That's a
nother-
whole different side of the spectrum.
Yes,
That's when all that adrenaline that you have built up just goes bye bye.
dude. When
Right then and there.
you're not gonna feel it at first,
That's a
but
lot more doctor bills to deal with.
hours later, yeah, that's gonna hurt.
His leg got broke by the coronavirus.
Should have been wearing that mask.
Should
Oh God.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's
Should have ankle
terrible,
bracelet
man.
All right, cool.
You trying to find it right now?
What are you
I'm
doing?
trying.
Do you need my Wi-Fi password, bro?
I'm at 3. It shouldn't
I've
suck
got
this bad.
Wi-Fi if you need it.
I mean, he's got Wi-Fi, man.
Obviously.
I mean,
I'm gonna find this thing, dude.
he's got Wi-Fi.
Somebody's had to have put it on here.
Devin. He's got Wi-Fi.
I know.
It's Blue Brain 400.
I mean, it's the Blue Brain 400, dude.
Blue Waffle 400.
Whoa. Do not look that up.
Don't Google it.
So I just gotta throw this out. What if Justin Gaethje beats Tony Ferguson?
Woo! We have a
What does that do to the
we
whole
have a shake up.
We never really
155.
thought about that, did we?
155 division?
We have a shake up, man.
Khabib versus Gaethje. What if Gaethje beats Khabib?
I don't see
no
what
one
hap-
ever
I-
sees that.
This fight between Tony and Khabib is cursed.
It's not gonna happen ever.
God doesn't want it to happen, or Allah, or whoever does not want this fight to happen.
Whoever you believe in.
Whoever believe in at the time, the deity does not want this to happen.
It is not going to happen.
It's I mean,
Cursed fight.
there's a chance that Gaethje can drop Tony. Tony's been dropped a lot.
Justin will
Then
win the-
Connor and Justin will fight for the belt.
Yeah, it's going to shake it up, man. It's going to shake it up.
Like a margarita.
The interim belt?
Jimmy, who you got in that fight? Who do you like in that fight? If that was the
Which fight you talking about?
Connor and Gaethje. If that were to happen.
Well, I mean, what about Tony and Gaethje?
Well,
What about
I'm just saying
Connor
if
and Khabib too?
if-
What about Gaethje and Khabib? What about
whoa.
what about Connor and Gaethje and Khabib in a triple threat? Ladders, tables, and chairs.
Just-
Jimmy
just
said, I
throw it.
like Ferguson,
But-
dot,
but,
dot, dot,
okay,
dot,
okay,
dot,
okay.
we wait.
Do 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 do.
Okay.
Do 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 do.
Okay, Chris.
Jimmy, type faster.
Oh,
Why'd you stop?
He's
Squaw
watching
gave me a
Jordan.
message to give to you, Cash.
I'm scared.
She said she does not want you to put those video games onto the podcast
And
anymore.
I quit.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I ain't been streaming to Facebook.
Well, there it is.
Okay.
There it is.
I'll let her know.
Why does she start watching it?
She don't
sometimes?
like games.
Why?
It's
Because
not
she's a
about
female.
her. It's about the consumer.
No, I'm just telling you what she said. Come on, your turn.
I got you. Hold up.
You want me to give her the address? Because
Nope.
I can get her up here.
All right. I like Ferguson, but
Still waiting on
Connor will
Jimmy.
end up with
Okay.
the interim with their interim. Then Connor will fight Khabib for the title after Ramadan. I said it first. You heard it here, folks. Coming from the one, the only Jimmy Neely.
Jimmy Neely.
Jimmy Neely.
Did you find it?
Maybe.
Attaboy.
That looks like it.
But I don't know if it has like a break.
Well, we're about to know.
Attaboy. That's a good prediction, though, Jimmy. I like
Yeah,
it.
that's it. I found it.
I like it.
Oh, I've got this chat pulled up here for
Show
everyone.
some respect.
Put some respect on my name. I like it, Jimmy.
So
That is a good possibility, though, man.
here's a
to be
good
honest.
question.
Hey,
Ah,
look.
What's the question, Jimmy?
Why is
Look at
it?
this.
Which I probably know the answer to this question. I probably know the answer to this
I
question.
bet you
anyway.
do.
are you gonna send me that video?
Yes, I am.
That's good.
Jay, that's a snazzy shirt, by the way, my brother.
Thank you, bro.
I need that.
The way that you'll get that, Brian, is Brandon Fontenon.
I like it.
That gives Connor his 3 fights this year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Brandon Fontenon. You know how I spell Brandon? Fontenon. Fontenot.
Or
You know Brandon, don't you?
yes. Or how about I get a hold of you?
I'm trying to find.
Well, I don't.
one-
Sweep you and I'm looking
Okay.
to get to your heel.
Oh, we're gonna watch it. No.
There's something going on with the sound of TV.
Going around.
Can you hear it crack when he breaks it?
Vinny,
Before?
knee down and pulled it
There is a lot of stuff going
a
on.
little bit deep.
Oh, now's bad.
Yep. There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Going for it. Flexibility, Craig.
That's not
There.
flexibility.
Vinny's gonna
that's,
That's breaking
Respect.
the bone, honey. That's
Jesus.
breaking the bone.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Anybody becomes
Craig
Oh,
let that
I do-
go. Craig let
Got
that
out of
go.
that,
You know
okay.
that, right? Like that wasn't like
Regard,
a,
I guess we
oh,
could-
good job, you got out of that. It was okay. Like
This shouldn't.
That
Now
was
I'm gonna get your other leg.
this shouldn't
positions
be
in
here.
within
Oh, God.
60.
That makes me sick of the stomach.
I don't know why the TV's kind of.
Vinny
It's to block out all the breaking of this ankle.
I mean,
When they-
I appreciate it.
Vinny is how sweet you and I'm looking to
I'm trying to
Your
find
heels.
Other ones.
round.
I think that's probably the only video.
Vinny might want to
because it just
down and
happened
pulled his leg
literally
exactly
20 minutes before
deep.
the podcast started. Basically.
Going for it. Vinny
Nuts. Look.
ability. Craig is. Vinny's gonna need a
Wow.
back.
Do you not have
Tab.
I'm pressing buttons.
in there? Working.
What is going
Ooh, I do not.
You broke it.
Oh,
Dude,
And here we go.
the TV just turned itself off.
we'll be at your house
Chris
and you'll
just
find a way to fuck shit up, Chris.
I didn't do it. Was the TV.
TV just pooped on us. Thanks.
Hold up. It literally, like, I was sitting there hitting every button I could. I give up.
I put too much Hennessy in that.
Here.
Jesus.
So what? Okay, Jim. Back to the Mike Tyson thing. What do you think about that?
I think
Depends on who he's fighting.
I think it's an issue of a Chuck Liddell thing where you're trying to relive.
I think he's gonna do like just charity expedition light sparring.
To tell you the truth, me personally, I don't like it because I want to remember Mike
Yeah, I don't
as back in the day and not old Mike trying to relive what he was.
That's
Because
fair.
You can't go back.
That's
ask
fair.
Chuck Liddell.
Yeah.
You know, ask Muhammad Ali. Muhammad
He-
Ali.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just saying Muhammad Ali. Whenever he had his last fights, you get to a point and you got to know when to quit.
Right.
When my last fight, I'm just like, I need to quit, or I'm gonna get hobbled. I need to stop. 18 fights. That's good.
That's good. That's a good resume.
Jimmy said Apollo Creed died in an expedition.
He's not wrong. That happened. If he dies, he dies.
He dies,
You
he
can't
dies.
go out on your shield like that.
Ah, man. I mean,
But
I
do
don't-
we think it's really gonna happen though?
it could be. It's a good possibility.
That happened with Chuck.
Yeah.
Chuck said he was coming back. I didn't think that was going to happen.
But it's
until
not, I
saw
don't
it.
think it's gonna be a full blown like comeback.
No,
Well, no, he's
it's
not gonna go
not.
for
I
the
mean, he's
title or
doing what
anything like that.
three or four
It's
rounds.
gonna be like Rocky versus Thunder Lips. Remember that?
But I'd hate to be the guy that pisses him off. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah. Like okay, it's just real light expedition. That guy comes out.
Guys,
So-
I found a way worse video.
Oh no.
A way worse video.
No.
Don't do it.
Wait, you
No.
you need to see this.
Oh, go ahead. We'll put it up there. But
Apollo Creed.
that one guy who's got something to prove and thinks that he can just go throw hard on Mike Tyson is gonna die.
Exactly.
He's going to die that night.
Who's gonna be that guy though? Who's gonna step in?
Whoever he
and-
fights.
Yeah, you're right.
Probably Tito. That'd be great. Tito Ortiz versus Mike Tyson.
Okay,
Yeah.
Did you get it?
I do not doubt his
Yeah.
skill
dude, this
whatsoever.
is nuts.
But
So here we go.
Okay, here we. Oh man.
What's so crazy is I can heel hook somebody into oblivion and not think
Watch this,
anything
watch,
about
watch.
it. But when I watch it, oh my Jesus. Oh my Ramadan.
Well,
oh
he is
my
putting
Tom
all of it
Cruise.
into that. Oh my God.
Does he not tap?
No, he gets out of it and they reset.
Oh my God.
No, that wasn't the same one, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was that
That was the same one.
That looked way more vicious.
No,
than the
that
other
was
one.
it. That's the same exact
Oh,
same
here's
one.
the other one.
Oh Jesus. Wow.
Is that the other leg or no?
Oh my
Yeah, I
God!
think so.
Wow.
Dude, just quit.
Bro, let it go. Just
So-
stop.
Did he tap? Did he eventually tap?
He's like, dude, come on.
I just broke your legs.
Yeah.
Was that the same one? Craig's pleading with him like, dude, come on,
When
like,
you get
stop.
to the, you know what? I would just.
All right, they're still going.
That's stupid.
Do they know they're going? Are they aware that they're in a match?
Pretty sure they do.
Wow, Craig going for it. Vinny known for his flexibility. Craig is really in there. Vinny's going to need to show this some respect.
See what they say about the other.
Oh, my. Oh, I do not know how he got out of that. Okay. For the rubber guard, I guess we got rubber knee. Oh, he's stretching him out. He's stretching him.
Think?
That's no brain whatsoever. Use your head.
Boy, Vinny's got some very interesting legs. Okay, what is happening?
It's terrible. It's already fucked.
Announcer man, I can tell you what's happening. He's
very
breaking
confusing.
His foot and feeling bad.
All right, they're still going.
Okay, well, chill, dude.
Do they know they're going?
That's nuts.
Are they aware that they're in a match? Wow, Craig going for it.
Repeating.
I'm happy. I mean, I'm super happy that Craig Jones won. I like Craig Jones a lot. But
But dude, when's it like you gotta think about your health at the same time doing that stuff. I mean,
like
100%.
not Michael Jackson, Jesus Lord.
You know, Michael Jackson
Mike
being
Tyson.
being the grappler.
So, Devin, what's in the cup? What you got in the cup there, Devin?
I mean, yeah.
Verhifnol.
I understand like these guys are getting paid a good chunk of money to win.
Maximize the screen.
Oh, hold up. Sorry.
Slagger.
Oh, I forgot to do that. Go ahead. But at the same time, you got to think about, that guy might have kids, another job.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Now he can't work because he has no legs.
Because
He turned him
didn't
into
tap.
Lieutenant Dan.
Over a
Lieutenant
submission.
Dan.
Over a submission fight.
Yeah.
But it's not Craig Jones's fault. Don't make him the bad guy here.
I'm not. I'm talking about Vinny.
Yeah, okay.
He needs to
yeah.
tap. Yes.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's
He
one.
stop drinking. That's not who I was talking about.
So,
Why you
Michael
talking about-
Jackson. What?
You're talking about Michael Jackson being a grappler over here. There, drunk ass.
Jeez.
What
Who
you
did he train? Who did he train over there?
What are you doing?
I can control the stream from the tablet.
Aren't you fancy?
cool.
Look
You
how cool,
fancy.
Look how cool you are.
Shit didn't work. But I mean, dude, that's just.
Hey, but it's really cool.
No.
Well, I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I like leg locks.
Let me ask you this. You had a post up on the Panda Cat page about four people. I know we talked about this before, but 4 people that you would have on the MMA Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
John
Remember
Jones is
that.
off of it.
It was.
Stop it.
Let's talk.
Shut your
Let's
mouth.
talk.
Shut your
And
filthy
here
mouth
we
right
go.
now. Shut your filthy mouth.
The
Go
ones
ahead.
that they had was John Jones,
Hold up.
George St. Pierre.
Mm-hmm.
I remember them. Anderson Silva
Mm-hmm.
and Fedor.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with those 4?
Mm-hmm.
You would.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So with Jimmy.
And Jimmy would too.
Yes.
All right. So now, let's talk about first before we continue this conversation. There it is, right there. There they are. There.
Look at those mugs.
Looks like a police lineup.
Look at those mugs.
Look at that mugshot.
That's awesome.
All of them's mug shots. Especially John Jones.
Yeah, he said the most mugshots.
Yeah. That's accurate.
So okay,
That's accurate.
Now, before we have this discussion, let us talk about the Mount Rushmore, the Mount.
Full mount or hat?
The top Mount Rushmore. I saw what you did there. Yeah, you beat me to it. The top Mount Rushmore. Yeah. The top Mount Rushmore. Okay. We need to talk about them being GOATs, right? Greatest of all time fighters. Would we agree with that?
Yeah.
All right, now we need to define what a goat is. All right,
What is a goat?
It's a quadrupedal
shut up, Dad.
herbivore, omnivore.
Greatest
That's not even a funny joke. The greatest of all time
all
definition
time.
would be a champion, of course. Right, their record,
Yeah.
how many titles they've won,
DUIs
and how they
received.
act outside as a fighter. They're whether they've been popped with steroids or in problems with the law. And the
Who
reason
put that in there?
and the
though?
reason why, this is the reason why. I knew me and you were going to butt heads with that one. And here's why. Because
The
if you're
children. It's kids podcast.
I believe
It's
the
kid show.
children are the future. No. If you're in trouble with the law as a champion, as an MMA fighter, you could lose your title.
Could, yeah.
You can, because John Jones has lost his 3. Almost, this jackass is almost going
Jimmy
to probably.
Neely said outside the cage cannot count.
It can count, and I'm explaining why, Jimmy. I'm explaining why you can
Kids
lose
show.
you can lose your title as a champion. He's lost it 3 times, and maybe 4 because of this last jackass episode that he's done.
Todd Rutledge, what is up?
What up, Todd?
Todd.
So you're saying John Jones's biggest opponent is
Himself.
God, that isn't the biggest self-help book out there. I don't know.
So, can we agree with that criteria? Can we agree with
I'm
everything
in.
that I just said?
I'm in. So,
Okay. So we can start with, here's my picks, okay? Amanda Nunez, Henry Cejudo.
Oh, come on.
I'm out.
Stop.
I'm just
And
saying.
that's it,
no,
everybody. Thanks for
no.
watching.
Well, here's why. He's lost twice. He's lost twice, right? Oh my God! Can we not talk about this? You are
Not him.
All right.
Triple C in there.
Not him.
Well, yeah, there you said it. He's an Olympic champion.
He better win.
And
He
he's
better
won 2
beat Dominic
different
Cruz. That's all I gotta say.
Dude, I don't
He
like
better
him.
beat Dominic Cruz.
Right, I don't like him either. But I'm just talking
And
about.
how long? You've known about him for a year, maybe?
Yeah.
So how in the world could he be the greatest of all time if you've only known about him for a year?
Because of everything that he's done, he's a 2-division champion. He's defended his title. It's what?
What about what
How
he
many
does off
times?
the
How many
court?
times? How many times? has he
That has
defended
got
his
to do
title?
something. It's not causing him to lose his title,
Have
though.
you seen-
It should.
What Jimmy
Have you
said
seen-
right there. They have not fought enough to even thought about even in the slightest for the
he's a
4
mul-
greatest fighters of all
He
time. Are
is-
you out of your mind?
He is a
What's
mul-
in your cup?
He is a
What's in
multiple.
your cup?
He's a multiple title holder.
So-
He's a champion. Wait, it ain't so. It's part of the criteria.
He won a fluky fight over TJ
So, it
Dillashaw,
doesn't matter. He still won
arguably
it.
the greatest of all time.
EPO.
There's only one stipulation that
All
like.
right, which raises a question: was he ever popped for steroids? T.J. Dillashaw was.
And see. Well, I don't feel like maybe he was greater. You know, it's
Just
the greatest of all
say.
time.
Jimmy said I'm ready to fight.
Yeah. You need to be.
Jay Page, I'm coming for you. Shut up.
Oh, I want him on this podcast so we can talk about this.
I mean, so mine would go.
Max.
Okay, keep going though. I want to know
So,
who your
okay.
next next 2 are.
Okay.
Who you-
Actually,
Well, actually, I know who your next one is.
actually,
I know who you got 2. I know who you.
do
third
you?
one.
Because you're not letting me talk.
No, I know who your
That
third
was-
one is.
that
But
was-
who's your 4th one?
All right, I have 5. Okay, I put Amanda and Cejudo in together because there's Amanda Nunez.
Well, we're off of them. Get those out of here.
Do you,
I know who your next one is.
Okay, next one is Demetrius Johnson.
That's
because
a good,
he is a
that's
title
fair.
holder.
That's fair.
And has defended it multiple times.
That's fair.
The most times ever from any MMA fighter.
That's
champion.
fair.
Of course, boy George St. Pierre.
And yeah, that's the sure
Yeah.
hand. I knew that one was coming.
And what was my other one? There was another one that I had. Wasn't Fedor. It wasn't Fedor because he's on the down slope of losing. He's your record has to do something with it. He's never been a UFC champion. He's been
I get that.
He's champions in different promotions, but he's not a champion like in the UFC where that's pretty much the staple of where you would gauge somebody being.
Yeah, nowadays it
best.
is. Yeah, nowadays it is.
I'm
Back
sa-
in the day, it was Pride though.
I'm saying if Mighty Mouse was still,
I don't think I
your-
don't like Mighty Mouse, but I feel like you can't keep him off of that.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll I like
don't like
great.
I
Henry
like
just- I didn't care
I don't
for
like
watching
Henry
him.
Cejudo. I don't like him. I'm that right there. The way you feel about Mighty Mouse is the way I feel about Cejudo. He's a goofball jackass.
So
Well,
if
I
he
don't feel
loses,
that way
if
about
he
Mighty
loses,
Mouse. I think
if
he's
he
a good
loses, if he loses to Dominic Cruz.
I don't like him more than you don't like Mighty Mouse.
All right, you're ready.
So
You ready?
so if he
You ready for
loses
this?
to Dominic Cruz,
Mhm.
do you still have him in,
No.
in that?
Dude, Dominic
conversation.
Cruz was way better, like way more in contention than.
I remember my fifth.
I agree with that, Jimmy. I was gonna suggest that
Hendo, good.
but then
yeah.
again, he didn't win a belt,
Yeah.
right?
he got
never
beat
had a
by
belt.
Rampage.
Did
He
he
got
ever
beat
have a
by
belt?
no, never won a belt.
But dude,
Never
No,
won a
he,
belt.
not a UFC belt, but he's held
It's
Strike
Strike
Force
Force,
and
yeah.
Pride.
but dude, like he.
Two in Pride.
No, he won a he
I-
didn't necessarily win a UFC
he
championship.
won a tournament.
He won a tournament though.
But
Dude,
not a
but
title.
Hendo is like.
Yeah,
He's Hendo is a UFC legend.
Legend.
That's where I would rank
you
him.
got to
at.
look at the record.
Yes,
He's had a lot of losses.
yes.
He's never won a title.
Right. He's a legend. He's a UFC legend. Now Nunes, I would put Nunes before it's all said and done. If she keeps doing her thing, what she's doing, yes,
Right.
I
I
think
would
Jay's just trying to
definitely
be
put
progressive
Nunes
by
up there,
putting her on the
100%.
list.
Right, I'm just saying right now. That's what I'm saying.
Right
My
now.
fifth one, which is the fourth one, I guess, is Khabib.
Did he hold the 205 UFC belt?
Because you
I
got
think
to
it
go by
was
record,
a
you got to
tournament.
go
He
by
won a tournament.
title.
Okay.
That's fair.
Khabib
That's fair.
is undefeated.
That's fair.
And he's
Okay.
defended his title multiple
That is
times.
fair.
So this
That
is about
fair.
to make me sound like an AKA fanboy.
Cause you are.
DC, Cain Velasquez.
Not Kane.
Not DC. Either.
Not Kane.
Yeah.
You could argue DC, but you
Okay,
can't argue
okay.
Kane.
So back to your whole Cejudo thing.
Can we not get personal here
No, no,
and
no,
just
no,
talk
no,
about
no, no.
this?
Okay, hold on, Jimmy.
Olympic medalist, coached Henry Cejudo in the Olympics, two-time champion in two different weight divisions. Look at his record.
Wait,
Who's this?
DC.
Okay. He's won the belt. He lost it giving it to John Jones.
Steroids.
dude,
No, DC wasn't on
it's
steroids.
not
No,
steroids.
John Jones.
John Jones wasn't on steroids
He's
at the time
just
when he gave him
good.
the
He's
belt.
just better. I don't
He-
like John Jones, but he's just
He
better.
literally. Here's the thing with here's my issue with DC. He had the light. I would put him in the conversation, but the light heavyweight belt, he gave it up. He didn't defend it.
He did.
He did defend it, but he gave it up. He just let it go. That's how he lost the belt.
Wait,
He
why are
just
we
let
not
it-
talking about Connor?
Jimmy. Oh,
Because
Just
you know,
because he lost to Khabib?
he's lost multiple times.
Jimmy
Conor
said.
McGregor?
Jimmy said Hendo has.
Well, yeah, to Nate that one time. Yeah.
Jimmy said Hendo's
I don't know.
won two
Okay,
title
whatever.
belts in Pride.
He won two
Yeah.
belts in
Yeah.
Pride.
I said that.
And then I don't think it was a 205 belt. I think it was a 205 tournament.
No, it was a 205 belt and it was
He
a
keeps
185 belt.
spamming never beat.
No,
He's
I'm
absolutely
talking about
right.
the UFC.
I like it,
Hendo,
Jimmy.
UFC.
Oh yeah.
So just let me get back to what I was saying. DC,
Uh-huh.
Cain Velasquez.
Excuse me.
Hey, you know Anderson Silva lost a couple times, right?
Right, I didn't pick him.
Oh, you didn't?
Nope.
Oh,
So
Khabib
so
and Jose Aldo.
Jose.
so are we? Hey, so getting on Silver. So are we saying?
Because there's others ahead of him. There's others ahead of him in line.
What they
Jose's
did.
a good pick, but he's behind the line in front of other people.
So I got a question. So would we put Silva as a UFC legend?
Yes.
Or would we put him as
he's
a goat?
a goat. He's 100% a goat.
He's a legend.
Ooh,
Dude,
I like
Silva,
it. I like
again,
it.
He's a legend.
I
I
don't
like
like
it.
Silva.
I
I
like
really
it.
never cared for him.
He's a legend.
He's 100% a goat.
He-
100%.
Here's why he's a legend.
Look at what Jimmy just said. You cannot argue with it. Anderson is on that list, and I don't like Anderson. He's 1,000% on that list.
Yeah, he's held a record for title defenses, but not for the most title defenses. You got to go by titles won. He's had one title.
Right.
You got to go by title defenses. He's had a lot. So is George St. Pierre.
He,
But George St. Pierre has multiple titles, multiple title
That
defenses.
dude, you can't. You can say that, but his one multiple title was one against Michael Bisbee. It was like,
Right,
on-
but it's still a title.
Jay.
It's still a win.
it was like
What
it
do
was
you
basically
want?
handed to him.
So before Mighty Mouse, just like your twin Jimmy here, Anderson Silva held the title for most title defenses.
but not.
And you're talking about Henry
But not-
Cejudo.
but
on
not-
that.
Why is
Get
triple,
out of here,
but
man.
not
Why is triple
compared-
C
yeah,
on
we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
God
but not
bless.
But shut up. But not compared to Demetrius Johnson.
Demetrius Johnson had one more title defense.
Hey man,
No, he's had-
BJ Penn.
I think
He's one of the greatest.
look it
He
up.
held 2 titles. You know,
Who?
Penn's a
BJ
legend.
Penn.
Penn's a legend.
He held multiple
BJ
titles.
Yeah, and he's got the
Put him
record
up
for
on
the
that
most
mountain.
losses
Dude,
consecutively
not,
in
but
the UFC.
Jay, but he
you
held
have
2
to put all
titles.
this. What I'm saying is, you have to put all this criteria together.
So Anderson Silva is 100%
talking-
on the mountain.
No, he's not, because there are other people ahead in the line when it comes to this.
Nope.
If you agreed with me on the criteria of what a GOAT is,
I
at the
did.
beginning of the
We
conversation,
agreed.
huh?
We came to a consensus.
John
And
Jones.
we did
is
agree.
And
on
we knocked John Jones off that
John.
mountain.
No.
So,
No.
I was with you there. but
John
I
Jones
stopped
if you
now.
stays
agree
on
with
that.
the criteria that I put
Jay.
before we started
Hey.
talking about this, then what?
Did Anderson? Let me ask you this: just because he didn't have a title at 205, does that mean he didn't massacre like every single person he fought at 205?
No, what I'm saying is,
Like, dude, there's no way you can't put Anderson Silva on there. And again, unbiased. I don't
can-
like him.
I can, because there are other people ahead that have, as far as that criteria is concerned, has more areas where they have multiple titles. They have more title.
But
defenses.
you're ranking one thing ahead of the other.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're ranking
No,
multiple
Jimmy-
titles,
no, okay.
jumping it up.
All right, here, Anderson Silva has one title, right?
That he defended how many times?
And defended it a lot.
So where does
Okay,
that
there's the
stack?
two. There's the two.
in
Okay.
your-
Then you have Demetrius Johnson that's had one title.
He should be up there.
That has more title defenses than Anderson Silva.
By one.
So that's one guy by one. Okay, but still, he still beat that record. So there's that. All right, that's him.
So
ahead.
that right there
That
just knocks
validates-
him off.
Yeah, him ahead
Oh
of the
my
line. That's
God.
one. Okay, the other one is.
Can we talk about how dominant these people are? Is that something you should?
Can I
factor in?
finish? There's another one. Khabib. He's had a title. He's defended it, not as many times as Anderson Silva has, but he's undefeated, which counts as part of the criteria.
But
That's
maybe
fair.
he's
That
not fought
puts-
as much as
that's
Silva
fair.
though.
That puts him
That's
ahead
fair.
as far
It
as
doesn't. He's not fought
it
as many
so
fights.
does.
That's
No, he's not fought as many
You're
fights.
watering down what a goat is.
You're like
That's
you're
fair.
mix matching. You're making one of those like
Yeah, I
Venn
am.
diagrams, and you're just putting like 1,000 layers on it.
Yeah, I
And you're
am.
going, but see,
Exactly.
Listen, hey
But
Jimmy,
see-
Jimmy, do you think that Khabib should be on that mountain?
Khabib?
Yes,
I
I'm
agree,
asking
Jimmy.
Jimmy. I'm asking Jimmy if Jimmy says it's perfect the way it is, but would you add
My criteria is not shit, Jimmy. That is
Jimmy?
not.
Would you add Khabib on there?
How is my criteria shit? I'm talking about your fight record,
Yeah.
how many titles you've won, how many times that
Not
you
but
yet.
you're not taking
Okay.
into account like you're
That's
saying
fair.
Khabib should be up there. Yes.
Yes.
Randy Couture.
Ahead
Because
of
how many
Anderson.
UFC fights has he had?
Ahead
Couture's
of
a
Anderson.
legend.
like how many UFC fights as
Khabib
what's his
had.
name? Khabib had.
Just UFC alone.
MMA, sure, actually just UFC. We'll compare
Khabib-
his UFC record to
Khabib's-
Anderson Silva's record.
Khabib's what 20 something and
Not in UFC.
Oh.
It doesn't count what you do in Russia.
okay.
So, hold up.
I'm glad
He's
we're
like
doing
20,
Khabib's 28.
28 no, yeah, that's what I mean, something
How
like
many
that.
of these were in the UFC? Okay, so these are all of his UFC fights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's
And
That's for
Anderson
you.
Silva. And Chris, how many of those were title defenses?
On Khabib's part?
Yes,
Jimmy.
sir. Yep. Because
can't
J
wait for him to
Page
be
is
on
going to
the
get
spot.
his notepad and pen because
Two.
we're taking him to school.
2. He's had 2 title defenses.
Two.
guys.
Khabib has 2 title defenses. Okay, cool. How many title defenses did Anderson Silva have, and how many fights in the UFC did he have? Because it's the criteria. We got to watch it here.
And there's one
We've
factor
gotta
in
watch
this
it.
that you're not looking at. How many fights has he had outside the UFC?
Doesn't matter.
It does matter because you need to find out how many fights Anderson Silva has had outside the UFC and his wins.
We're
and
just
losses.
looking at the UFC there.
No,
right now.
I'm sure we need to make yourself sound right.
So,
Anderson Silva lost like 1 time outside the UFC
You
by a
don't know
heel
that?
hook.
He hadn't looked it up.
I'm fairly certain he's only lost like
Well,
one
let's
time
find
outside
out
the
if you're
UFC.
right.
so Anderson Silva is 34, 10, and 1 no contest.
Okay. I may be wrong.
That's
Then.
pretty good.
He has lost 1,
Maybe,
2,
I may be
3,
wrong.
4, 5, 6.
This is old Anderson after he should have retired. He lost by.
Oh no, these are all of his fights. Hold up. So
Uh-oh.
That's a lot more fights than Khabib had. Did you notice that?
2, 3, 4.
Triple the amount of fights, maybe.
Yes, he was, Jimmy. He was a world-class kickboxer.
How did? Oh, I remember how you lost to Yushin Okami. Okay,
Yep.
never mind.
Oh, yeah.
That was that DQ where he threw that. He was gone. It was like okay.
Which he shouldn't have lost because it was awesome.
Yeah. All right, so he's lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
And did that start with Weidman?
7, 8, 9.
Who's cherry picking now? Look,
I'm gonna throw.
pick all his wins.
Look at that.
His
But
losses don't
dude.
count. All 18 of them.
He had 10.
He had 10.
He had 10, and we'll see how
10?
long. Dude, but we can't. This is so hard to argue because
It's
Khabib
not
is like
hard to
new.
argue.
He's
I'm
a
gonna
new
throw-
person.
It is so easy.
You're stuck
to
on
look
that
at.
shine of the new guys.
I'm gonna
what
throw
you're doing.
somebody
I'm
in.
stuck on the criteria that needs to be described as what a GOAT is.
I'm gonna throw somebody in the mix here.
If you start throwing losses in with your wins,
You're being a what have you
You're-
done for me lately guy.
You're,
Yeah.
That's
if
what
you
you're
start
doing.
throwing losses in with your wins, that
Henry
brings your
Cejudo's
stock
on the
down
list
as a
now.
GOAT.
Okay, so
I know, right?
Anderson Silva has had 24 fights in the UFC.
24
That is
fights.
twice the amount of fights that Khabib's had in the
Huh.
UFC.
And how
Okay.
many title defenses did
And how many
Anderson
has he
have?
lost?
We're not talking about that. We're talking.
Of
We're-
course,
we're
we
on the
can't
title
talk about his
defense part.
losses because that would like
In the
destroy
UFC,
your
he
argument.
lost to Weidman twice. He lost to.
Look it up on the computer.
I'm right here.
Well, look it up.
I'm right here.
Talk to me. What's on there?
I'm right here.
What do you want to know? I'm so.
I can't see from here. How many? Oh my God! How many losses
There we
have he
go.
had? How many losses has he had
in the UFC.
in the UFC?
That's not all UFC.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 losses.
6 losses.
Do we take age into that? Do we take if they're past their prime into that, or is that not on your
And
criteria?
How many losses
I'm gonna-
does
I'm
Khabib
gonna-
have?
I'm
is
gonna
Khabib
throw.
in his
Hey,
prime?
I'm
And has
gonna-
he fought like?
I'm gonna throw something in the mix here. Where do you guys see a couple years down the road? Izzy, where do you guys see him being at? With the rate, with the at the rate that he's going right
Has
now?
he ever lost?
Nope.
Because if he has, Jay's not gonna even look at it.
I didn't. I forgot about Israel.
How do you see Izzy playing out?
If he keeps going the way he's going, he
Could
be
he be a
GOAT.
GOAT?
Okay,
He
I'm-
could be- do you see him as a GOAT or a legend?
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
I don't see him as anything yet. He's
So
too
we
new.
all-
He's
so-
too new.
so
He's
we-
2 years in the game.
So we can all go-
Exactly.
2 years
So
in the
it's
game.
Cejudo and Khabib. They're all new.
Yeah.
They don't deserve to be talked about
I
with
never
these
said
people.
that he did. And he what? Look who's getting mad. Look at him. It's so cute.
He's just saying. He's just shouting nonsense. I'm trying to be the voice of reason here, and Jay's
So
just shouting nonsense.
I'm gonna do an easier argument. Greatest UFC fighters to never win a belt.
Dan Henderson. Well, if he won the 205 thing, then not him.
Tournaments don't count.
Donald Cerrone.
Donald Cerrone.
Cowboy. Yeah, that's fair.
I would definitely say Cowboy.
That's,
Yoel.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yoel's just a beast.
Yeah.
He's just a beast.
Yoel's like. Devin is not right, Jimmy. I cannot wait. You're gonna need like to pad this room out when Jimmy gets
No,
here.
I'm
'cause
opening
you
up.
know me and him's gonna be
Y'all
like,
gonna be butting heads like a line.
I've got 2
I
car
can see
garage. I need some mats.
Yeah, we might need to get some mats.
We'll have to have this podcast inside a cage.
We'll just take it back down to the gym. Let's go back down to Bushido.
So,
We'll have dog collars on, chained to the back of a post. We'll be going. But what?
so who else? Gustafson.
True.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Rumble.
If
Rumble's a good one.
if John Jones was not in the picture,
Oh yeah,
Gus,
yeah.
he
hands down.
100% he would be on that Mount Rushmore.
Rumble.
100%. I think so.
Rumble's
Rumble.
a good
That's
one.
a good choice. Yeah.
Kenny Florian.
Fedor.
Fedor.
Yeah.
Maybe Ken Flo. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, because the lightweight division back then when BJ was around was like super stacked. I can't say that he was like head and shoulders above like Diego
Yeah.
Sanchez, but he was good.
Yeah.
Diego Sanchez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say Diego.
Basically, just like check
some
for
good
all
names,
the
man.
gatekeepers in the UFC.
That's some good names. Like really.
KG right now.
Tony.
Tony.
Well, he's in.
We're not counting interim
We're not.
because that's not a real belt. It's a
Then,
placeholder.
Carlos Condit then.
Oh,
Dude,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
number one. That's
OSP.
100% the number one is
OSP.
Carlos Condit.
Yeah.
both the
Carlos
Diaz
Condit.
brothers.
Jimmy said OSP.
Diaz brothers. Definitely Ovens. Ovens too.
Oh, Roy McDonald.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dude, like
yeah.
him and
Yeah.
Condit are right there. I love both of those guys.
Very good one.
Who else is out there? Dennis Bermudez,
Devin Ward.
Devin Ward.
Devin
That
the
guy.
Warden Ward.
See, I give you a compliment even though you're yelling at me. That
The thought of fighting again
You grab-
went into my brain today.
I know it did.
I didn't know how to feel about it.
It did day before yesterday too.
Whenever you was
I
in
don't.
my past,
I don't know, man.
I looked over. Yeah, he's going down, guys. He's going down. Yeah.
Then at least just take a Muay Thai fight.
I don't know, man.
Or one of those.
Paige Van
Paige Van
No.
Zandt.
there you go, Jim. There you go.
That's my wife.
Yeah.
by
She
the way.
smells nice.
She smells nice.
What's up, Roberto? Roberto, we were actually talking about greatest fighters that never won a belt.
Are you smelling my wife? Dude, you been sniffing, Paige?
Have you seen the pictures she's been posting
Yeah,
on
I know.
Instagram?
Hey,
It's
have
it's
a- have
cringe.
a-
It's so cringy though. Like imagine being her husband, dude.
He's
Not all the perks of it, but
She's a
like
thirsty
it's
bitch.
a cringy
Shut your
world.
filthy whore mouth.
Oh, since Roberto's
She's
here,
making
I love
him do
Paige.
these weird
shout out-
dances and
Cerrone, we mentioned
Yeah,
Cerrone.
he was the
we
first
see-
one.
But
we
shout out
said.
to Fight Book MMA for all your latest MMA combat
Yes.
sports news.
Fight book, baby.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a tons of fighters out there.
Man, I wish
The-
you would
the
have. I wish you
Nogueira
would have came
brothers.
in early on the conversation.
Yeah, Thirsty Van Page is definitely.
Shut your whore mouth. Love Paige.
I love you too, man.
I was gonna say Misha Tate, but she beat Holly Holm for the belt.
Yeah,
Dude, man, Holly Holmes has so much potential, man. Golly, I hate sometimes her fights, especially when she fought Nunes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like actually Cyborg when she fought Cyborg.
When she fought Cyborg, when she fought Nunes, whenever she fought.
She was so predictable.
Misha Tate.
Dude, no,
Yeah.
I want to talk about the Cyborg fight. She kept throwing the same combo over and over and over.
And telegraphing it by going,
Yeah.
yeah.
She has so much potential, man. I love Holly, man. She's a good fighter. She's a good striker, but
Rip the shreds.
God, yeah, she's Dude,
I'd be
she's
scared to
shredded.
fight her. All right, here's a good question. Probably a question that Devin won't yell at me over.
Ooh.
What
maybe
if-
I'll scream.
Maybe you will. You growl at me
Maybe
about something. Name a female that you would be scared to fight.
Amanda Nunes,
Yeah,
That's one.
Yeah.
hands down. That's it.
Right.
Cyborg.
yeah. Cyborg.
Cyborg?
Cyborg's
Would you
scary.
fight Cyborg?
With a gun.
No.
Dude, she was
Baseball bat,
she
man.
grappled with Tito, man, and she was holding her own.
Cyborg was?
Yeah.
It's scary. You
She
need to
was
go
holding
watch
her own
that.
against Tito.
Who else?
Amanda
Holly.
Nunes.
What was
I
the
know.
first one? Yeah, Cyborg.
Ronda Rousey, she clinches with me.
Yeah.
Would you fight Ronda Rousey?
I'd grapple with her.
Would you grapple with her?
I'd grapple with Paige.
I didn't mean it like that.
I'd grapple with Paige.
Joanna.
Jared Chick?
Yeah.
You'd be scared to fight her?
Dude, she's a beast.
Yeah.
What about Thug Rose?
Yeah. 'Cause
Her too?
She's
It's
a
the
beast.
quiet ones you gotta
She's
watch out
scary.
for, man.
The ones that
Rose.
quote the Lord's Prayer when you.
I'm out.
She beat you on it. She
Twice.
She jacked her.
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice, though.
What's that? Is her name Zhang? The Chinese.
Zhang.
Zhang Wei Li.
I love her.
Yeah, she's a
She's-
beast.
she's
Dude, what
a
she
beast.
did to you on his forehead. Ooh,
Turned her
God.
into a Teletubby.
Let's talk about that. That is probably one of the not just female fights. That's probably one of the best fights in the UFC.
They made Israel and Yoel look like jackasses
that
out
was
there.
that was a tough
embarrassing.
act to follow.
Jimmy said Desiree Neal.
I guarantee. Lady Dynamite. That's the name I gave her.
But I mean,
Oh man. Better hope Dez is
to
still
be
not in
real
the chat.
about it, like your top 5 of each women's division is the ones that I wouldn't fight because they're killers.
Yeah. I remember
Oh,
there
yeah.
was this one dude that was talking trash about MMA, female MMA fighters.
Oh, I've seen it. I know what you're talking about.
All right, you know who Tara LaRosa is?
Yeah.
I used to train with her.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And she is
She's a
she's
handful.
a beast, dude.
Yeah.
She's like Shanna.
Shanna's a handful, dude.
That's
She does not pull any punches.
Neither does Tara. And it's like getting hit by Chris. It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
pow, and your TV set shakes, and you're like, where does that power come from?
Yeah, I agree. That fight definitely should have been the main event,
Hands
man.
down.
And I mean, after watching that, man,
Desiree
how do you
says he
follow
knows
that?
it.
Des. Yeah, how do you follow that with that fight, man?
You don't.
Yeah, that fight was so good, man.
That's like if you're a comedian and you're going right after
How do you-
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle or Kevin Hart, somebody like that. How do you follow that, man?
You don't. You go, well, there goes my career.
Boo this man.
So speaking of Joanna's past 2 losses, she's kind of gotten beat at her own game. It's striking.
Mhm.
Let's talk about other fighters who've gotten beat at their own game, like wrestlers getting beat by someone that shouldn't wrestle.
Tyrone Woodley got out wrestled by Usman.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
time.
Tito
Yep.
got out wrestled by Randy Couture. He got spanked during that fight.
It literally.
How about Usman and Masvidal? That's going down. That's going
I
to
think
be.
Masvidal is going to get exposed. I hate to say that because I like Masvidal.
Then
but
don't say it.
Usman's a totally different animal.
got to.
Usman's a
Spade's a
beast.
spade, Devin. Spade's a spade.
Usman.
Nogueira getting beat by Frank Mir.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Kimura.
Yeah.
I like Frank Mir, man.
Jimmy loves us.
I like Frank Mir. That's a cool dude, man. He's still one of my favorites.
This is more important than Michael Jordan. You've already seen it, Jimmy. It's not a
Guess
surprise
what?
to
He wins.
Love you guys.
They win. Spoilers.
I know, right?
you. He's got his own shoe company.
You just wait till you get here, Jimmy. That's all I'm waiting. I'm
But
waiting
Jimmy,
on
you
it.
know they're gonna replay that like
Oh my
over and over and over.
What about Dominic Cruz getting beat by Cody Garbrandt standing up?
That was awesome.
I mean, no one's really ever reached.
That was more of a dance contest.
It was. How do y'all feel about Cruz, man?
Cruz,
What else?
I like Dominic Cruz. What won me over with Dominic Cruz was when he lost and he gave his little,
Yeah.
you know, why is that a bad fight?
Yeah.
This is life, you know. This is what you learn.
I know Devin doesn't like Cruz
You don't like Cruz?
for one reason.
Why?
Because he didn't beat TJ Dillashaw.
Yeah.
And race. And it's fine. I'm not mad about it anymore. But
Kind of look mad.
You
do
look
I
mad,
remember,
bro.
do I remember
You look
everything
mad.
about that
Why you
evening
look
and
mad,
my
bro?
rage that ensued?
You're,
Yes, I do.
Why you mad, bro?
Ooh, that's
your
another
energy-
good
Feel
one.
that energy.
Your energy is telling me something else.
He will beat that chump Cejudo. Yes.
Yes, Jimmy. Thank
Roberto
you.
says Brock Lesnar versus Frank Mir won
Yeah.
because everybody thought Brock Lesnar would got there and just smash Frank Mir. In there.
That leg lock.
And he
sounded
caught.
like-
Yeah, he locked that in. That actually was good, man.
That was
Yeah.
horrible to
Yeah.
watch. He just kept hitting him and kept hitting him.
Now,
That's
you're,
the thing
you're
with
thinking
Frank-
of
That's
the
the
second,
second
one.
one.
The first one's when Frank Mir beat him with that toe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the
A
second one,
toehold.
the second one was what
But
stuck in
Brock,
my head.
Brock was huge. He was big that fight.
He put that
Put him
half
in
Nelson on
Yeah.
him like that, and his head's like that, and it's just like lunchbox.
That looked like a bigger brother picking on his little brother. Like, don't tell mom.
I was like, man, stop hitting him. That just
Brock-
hurts looking
Brock-
at it.
If Frank hadn't have hooked that in, Brock probably would have. He was dropping some bombs that fight.
I couldn't imagine.
But Frank's too good, man.
I couldn't imagine getting hit by somebody that big and that powerful. That would
Yeah,
just.
you know,
suck
it don't
so
take
bad.
a whole lot. That's the biggest problem with Brock Lesnar is I went back and was watching some stuff on him. He said that in his camp they refused to spar, and when they did, it was like no headshots. But if a guy with that much power that can generate that much power in that much of a distance, if he learned some basic striking, who knows where he would be?
I agree. Because Brock's not the guy that likes to get hit. You can watch in his fights. Of course, nobody likes to get hit.
But
But
then again, he's not used to getting hit.
true. See, yeah, right. And most all of his fights, if he goes up against a striker, that he folds.
I hope he never learns to strike because I like to see
That
him
would
lose.
be
I hate
the
Brock.
death of anybody in front of him.
I don't like him. He's not gonna fight again.
He's a bull.
No, he's making way too much money in WWE.
Yeah.
pretending to fight.
And he gets to do all the steroids he wants.
Yep.
It's a win-win.
He's
But, I
just
mean,
a big boy.
What about Rashad beating Chuck Liddell with an overhand?
Mm-hmm. Oh, overhand. Those are useful from what I hear. Yeah.
I will say Jimmy was in agreement with us the whole time.
What?
That time you're talking about.
I think my criteria works as a goat. I just do. And y'all can growl about it all you want.
So, if Michael Jordan had been caught with
you're
some
welcome,
DUIs,
Randy.
If Michael Jordan what?
it would be best. Yeah, I agree.
If Lesnar
That's
had
fair.
a true training camp and not train at home, he would have been a beast in the division.
That's
I
fair.
agree, 'cause,
That's
I mean,
fair.
He
Yeah.
he definitely had the wrestling credentials. I mean, NCAA wrestling champ. You can't knock that at all. But let's just say he got somewhere like a TriStar, Jackson Wings.
He does not have that type of mentality in his head to
Yeah.
be a what is it, a co-trainer.
That's one of the biggest things I see what's wrong with Brock Lesnar after WWE is he wasn't that coachable. Like his stuff was take you down to the ground, beat your face in.
Mhm.
That was it.
But he was sponsored by Jimmy John's, so that's cool.
Okay.
Hell of a sandwich they make, you know.
And the beef jerky.
Yeah.
Jack Links. And was it Coors Light? Because Bud Light wouldn't sponsor him. Is that right?
Yeah, he said
Is
I'm
that
gonna
the
go.
line?
I'm gonna go home and lay on top of my wife.
Coors. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna drink me a Coors Light because Bud Light won't pay me. And Daniel was like, "Dude, you can't do that."
And then like right afterwards at the post fight conference, he's like, "I had to apologize to Bud Light."
He's just trying to be that wrestler character, being the heel.
I mean, it worked for him too because I mean, it sold a lot of pay-per-view buys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Hen's kicking in.
Brock. Woo. Hen. You getting hot?
Jack?
You getting hot?
No, Jesus.
Near the last time Jay had Jack, how like rowdy he got. with
Loud and rude I was.
He was mean. About as mean as he
I
was.
just
Why
got
so
over
mean,
that
Jay?
last week because Jack said I could.
Because Jackson.
That was the night Devin started saying that Still Magnolias was in a good movie.
Dude, I've still not watched it. I'll
Don't
never
say
watch
that,
a
right.
movie about freaking...
Don't say that when Fight Book's online right now because they'll probably not have anything to do with it.
Unsubscribe.
Knowing that one of us doesn't think that Still Magnolias was a good movie.
All right, so let's get back to this. Okay, so Devin, have you watched any new movies lately?
This is my last segment, and then I'm bouncing. 'Cause I gotta wake up
He's
early.
so mad right now.
But
He's
I
so
have.
mad. He's
I
just
did
mad.
watch I
Angry.
watched a movie a couple weeks ago. I sent something to the chat about it. And they eye rolled me.
Well, just to go ahead and name the movie.
I watched a movie called The Perks of Being a Wallflower, and I thought it was really good. I thought it was.
What is?
The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
What
Yeah.
is? What is?
This is the same guy that thinks
What is that?
How I Met Your Mother is a funny TV
Dude,
show.
It is.
It's a good movie.
So proceed. Go
it's,
ahead.
it's made after a book.
He won't watch Tombstone. We'll start
Perks of being a wildfire.
There's
Dude,
so
Flower.
hey, in
So
this
much
in
to
this
say
movie, I'll go ahead and give you some light spoilers, okay?
It's called How to
Dolly
Be a
Parton
Wildflower.
wasn't in the movie, and there were no cowboys, and so I clicked play.
Oh, did y'all read his thing about
Of being
No
a
Country for Old Men? His.
What'd he say?
Is it a western?
No, it's not.
It
It's
kinda
actually it's a pretty good movie.
No, I love that movie. It's a great
Yeah.
movie, but it's kind of a
The
western.
ending
right?
makes you go, "What?"
Tennessee
No,
Gamer,
man,
what's
that's
up,
so
my
good.
guy?
Tennessee
Yes,
Gamer.
sir.
But I mean, it's not like he said something about it's a cowboy movie because they're wearing cowboy hats.
And boots.
Oh yeah.
It's not make it a cowboy movie.
He's kind of a cowboy though.
I mean, he's a
If you
So is it a
film
cowboy movie?
a movie in Texas, it's not a cowboy movie.
right.
Are you sure?
Well, the people in Texas
They don't
wear
all...
cowboy hats and they wear cowboy boots,
But they don't actually like
That's a good.
domesticate cattle.
You know
and
what?
stuff?
I'm going to go ahead and maybe agree with you there, because would it be a cowboy movie?
Would it?
No.
If
Would it?
There's
be?
like a villain that's
would
trying to
it?
come after him, and I think it's a
I mean,
debatable topic. And
these people
I may
that
have
he's
to
talking
change my
about
tune
that
on it.
have a cowboy hat and cowboy boots on are technically cowboys.
Cowboys. Yes, I see where you're going there.
So
and his name was Llewellyn. So
No Country for Old Men was filmed here in the hometown of Albuquerque.
that's
Oh.
New Mexico.
Okay, New Mexico.
There's cowboys there too. They're basically all cowboys there as well, right?
All right.
And
Badass movie. He's right.
Badass
But you're-
movie. That movie was good.
Well, let me ask you
So
something.
he was killing people with
Yeah, dude.
right in the forehead, dude.
Heads or
That was
tails?
crazy.
What?
Rodrigo!
Hello, ladies.
Cheers, Rodrigo.
There we go.
My man, Rodrigo.
They're drinking hen. I'm
Hen,
drinking hen.
hen.
They're drinking Jack.
Rico is actually a cowboy. Did you know that?
Rigo is a cowboy.
Back in his early 20s, he used to be a ranch hand down in Texas.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
He did.
Takes a lot of work to be a cowboy.
How do you know this? Or is
How did you know that?
He told me
just
about
He's
it.
like, Rigo's my
He told
dog.
me about it.
He's just making shit
That's
up.
my dog.
Yeah.
So you haven't watched.
Quick fact: Rigo was a cowboy. Fucking.
So you haven't watched any more movies. Why don't you watch movies?
I'm trying to think. Maybe I
For the
have.
same reason I don't watch movies, because movies today suck.
It's not true.
They
That's
suck.
not true.
Name one good
not
movie.
true.
Name one good movie besides didn't have a superhero in it.
Those
There's
weren't
one
very
I wanted
good
to see.
anyways.
All right.
See, I told you Rigo was.
Okay.
You
believe
know,
you.
I'm making
I-
stuff
I
up.
believe
So
you.
what? Now you don't like Rigo because he's a
Name
cowboy?
one movie.
No.
Name one movie
I didn't
that's
say
a
I didn't
good
like
movie
cowboys. I don't like cowboy movies.
that is not a Marvel or DC movie.
That's been good in the past
That's
few
been
years.
good in the past. few-
Frozen.
There's my point.
Anyway, I heard it. Extraction was a good movie.
The Irishman.
I need to watch that one. Extraction.
Oh, you mean that movie where the old people talk and fall asleep?
I think it
Did
was
you finish
Extraction.
it? I've not seen it. I can't say
Which
anything.
one?
I'm gonna smack Devin.
Which movies you talking about?
The Irishman's got Robert De Niro in it. It's on Netflix.
I hadn't seen it.
Because it's like
1917.
3.5 hours long.
Go
I
ahead.
heard that.
Okay, I heard that was a good movie, but that's the thing. I haven't heard anybody tell me out in public that 1917 was. Hey, you need to go watch 1917.
I need to watch Extraction.
Bad
That
Boys.
looks like a good movie.
Oh,
Bad
get
Boys,
the
great.
fuck out
Oh,
of
here,
yes.
I hadn't seen
No
Extraction
way.
or Bad Boys?
They're making
Bad Boys,
another
either
one.
one.
And that,
No,
like,
it's
come
already
on.
out and it's fucking.
They're
fantastic.
making exactly. They're making another one.
What?
You're a piece of
Bad Boys.
Another
Bad Boys is good. Bad Boys, the first one was great.
Oh,
The second
great.
one was great.
shit. Bloodshot. It's got Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel?
in it. Yeah.
Dude.
Oh.
And exactly right there. Let me cut you off. It's gonna be shit.
That's
You mean the movie no one's gonna want to
Chris.
watch?
By you looking up
Vin Diesel. There's movies I just can't think of them.
by you looking it up on Google to
Again.
look up movie titles proves my point.
I watch
that
a lot of
I've-
movies. I can't.
Have
help
y'all
it.
have y'all seen the trailer for Extraction?
Yes.
That
No.
one looks really good.
Well, then go to
It's got
Siskel and
Chris
Ebert,
Hemsworth.
Jimmy.
Go to Cisco.
Oh, and by the way, Ebert's dead.
Let me see if I can find my movies I've watched on Netflix. Maybe I'll.
Hey, this guy. This guy.
Jay goes from like 0 to 100 every time.
Real
Jimmy-
quick. As soon as we get off topic, Jimmy's like,
Every time.
Go watch your Michael Jordan, Jackson bullshit, whatever you're watching.
no, we cannot get off topic
I
for
cannot wait for him to get
second.
here.
Oh
Me and
my
him's gonna be
God.
rolling around in the backyard. Y'all gonna need like a jaws of life to pry us apart.
Jimmy's like, I'm out.
Jimmy said had to shave his head.
I had to shave my head.
And do you use turtle wax on that head?
Oh, Jimmy, I love you, man. That's
Oh
my
my
dude.
God.
Why do you two act like this towards each other?
Because we're
Had to shave
related.
my head.
That's what siblings do.
Hey, wait. Do y'all think Gone Girl is a good movie?
Yes,
I've never saw it.
that was a good one.
It's awesome.
Saving Private Ryan.
That was a good one.
That's a
Dude,
good
we've
movie.
been over this before.
Gone
That's
Girl
like
was
the
good.
fourth time you brought that movie
It's
up.
a fucking classic.
Okay, we've agreed on that.
Okay.
Let's not talk about it
All
again.
right.
Home Alone, you don't hear me on here every episode telling you how great Home Alone 2 Lost in New York is, even though it's arguably the greatest movie of all time. Also has our
I
president.
did call
in it.
you, but I didn't know you was gonna
Call him right now.
act like that. Actually, I did.
Oh man, Jimmy, that's why we gotta have you in here, man.
I'm a glutton for punishment.
That is why we need Jimmy. Neal.
Kevin McAllister got on the wrong plane. Went to New York this time.
We're talking about Home Alone.
He was on the
What are they talking about?
Home Alone
2.
2.
Lost in New York.
Yeah,
The sequel.
the sequel. Yeah,
The one with.
Did you see the prequel where
I
he
missed
got
that.
molested by Michael Jackson before he got
That's all
adopted by that
speculation,
family?
man. That's
I
all
missed that one.
speculation.
Oh,
Macaulay Culkin is a saint.
Dave, what time you gotta be at work tomorrow?
6:30.
Yeah, that's a real good idea. Let's go to South Carolina, y'all.
We're packing up, going to South Carolina.
Yes,
Here's the
podcast at Jimmy's.
Here's the thing. I bought a house so we wouldn't have to pack my shit up and move it.
Well, we're going to South Carolina.
We are road
We're going
trip.
to get in the bus.
Jimmy, why don't you come here?
Tap out J Page 90
90 days
days.
is on. Oh, yeah. 90 days is on.
Oh,
I got to go, guys.
Fiancé.
How far are we into it? Shut up.
How far?
It's almost 10:30. About
Is it?
We're
Yep.
an hour and 50 minutes in.
80 minutes.
I told Ashley I'd
Kick
leave
it
at
on two.
9:30.
Yes, you
We
will kick your
have
ass
to,
twice.
man.
Once for stealing the coffee, and the other one for lying to us.
She's
Say a
watching
prayer
us
for
just-
David.
Just cussing you right now.
Say a prayer for Devin, y'all. It is
All right.
the
So
last
before,
time he will be here.
so before we end this, shout out to Bushido Bags.
Bushido bags.
Oh. So this Bushido bags you're talking about, Chris, what is it?
It's a bag made by Eric Jordan. And
A
Angie-
bag made by Eric Jordan.
And
a
Angie
Bushido
Jordan.
bag.
Looks like
And
a
it
gi.
looks like a motherfucking gi,
Looks
homie.
like
sir.
a gi to me. Looks like a very cool custom made gi. Can he make custom made bags?
Yeah, I think
like
he
this?
can.
Kinda can he?
And he
Kinda
makes
can.
like straps that's like your belt color. It goes on the backpack straps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What? You can put your patches on there, whatever.
How do I get one of those, Chris? Cash?
You go to BushidoBag.com and be sure to use your code PandaCat with a K.
PANDAKAT.
Oh, I did watch a movie.
Fuck, what do you want?
We're talking about the bag, dude. We're trying to help
Use
the
code
sponsors.
PandaCat to get 10% off. Deb, what the fuck you want to ruin now?
What movie was it?
It was Rounders. The movie was awesome.
Ooh, Rounders is awesome.
The boy's got alligator blood. That was insane.
Give this
Like,
man his money.
Give this man his money.
Give that man his money.
How did John Malkovich score that part?
I want to
He
give
nailed it.
another. I want to give another little recognition here. My boy Brandon Davis. We'll probably try to get a wood Panda Cat American flag made from Brandon Davis. He does a phenomenal job.
So
And he's done a lot of
it's-
stuff
it's
from
wood.
Yeah, Davis. He makes these American flags.
Can he make a tabletop?
Oh gosh, he probably could. I know. Yeah, he can do
Dude.
anything.
Yeah.
He's great. Yeah, you guys need to check him out. Davis Wood Company. He's on Facebook. Super awesome stuff that he does, man. He is so good.
See if you can put cup holders in it.
Oh, he can put whatever you want, and he's good, dude. So check him out, Brandon Davis, guy here from Kingsport. Man, he does phenomenal work. Makes cornhole boards, these flags, gun safes. He can make. I mean, just you name it. He is awesome. Check him out if you guys get a chance. Look him up. Again, that's Davis Wood Co. Check him out.
He's good with the wood.
Good with the wood.
Oh, and I didn't tell you.
And Jay, tell him one more about the shirts too.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead,
One more
go ahead.
time about the shirts, please.
Brandon Fontenot.
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 Yeah.
Tenot. Yeah, it's Creole. Made me a custom shirt. Panda Cat Podcast.
Yeah.
JP. And that's his logo back there.
That is a sweet shirt.
With the B, with
That
the,
is.
with the wings. So if you want a custom made shirt, go to Brandon Fontenot's Facebook page, shoot him a message, and say, "Give me a shirt like that."
Yes, sir.
Or you can also
If you're not local, you can go to thepandacatpodcast.live and
or
check,
you are local.
and get your Panda Cat merch. We got coffee mugs, etc. Yada. I even made yoga pants.
What?
We got yoga pants.
What?
I have not showed you guys this. Hold on.
What? Yoga pants.
So-
Speaking of yoga pants, great movie I saw. The Taylor
Speaking of
Swift,
yoga pants.
the Taylor Swift documentary on Netflix.
What?
Pretty great.
All right, so here's our website.
Look at us.
That's
Look
us.
at these guys.
She's America's sweetheart, man.
Look at these guys.
That shirt is awesome.
That shirt is badass.
Oh, check it out. Look
So,
at the
you
merch.
you go here. Visit
We
store.
even got socks. What?
Oh, dude, I didn't say. Go, scroll down. Scroll down. Yeah, oh, that black and white one. I like that one.
That was
dope.
Devin's idea,
That's
actually.
mine.
Nice.
Different colors.
Better nice. Better. Ooh, the gray. Go back to the gray.
That one.
Boom.
I like that one.
Beautiful.
We got some
Ooh,
socks.
red and black. I like that one.
Got some sweet socks.
Sweatpants for Jay.
What?
There's our mugs. Beanies.
Beanies.
My
That is
my
the-
favorite
that
one.
is
the greatest shirt ever.
There is a story behind that one, and that's the one I want.
That is the Cox line.
That that one better sell out. I'm just saying.
And boom, we got yoga pants now. Check them out.
Yoga pants, son.
Did the water bottle go with it?
And the,
So does the weights.
fern.
The fern.
The weights and the fern.
I didn't get my water
Yeah,
bottle,
go-
my weights, or my fern with my yoga pants. I'm
I
super
like it.
pissed.
But go check that out. I mean, we got T-shirts, we got youth tees, we got hoodies. And if y'all have any suggestions of stuff I need to make, I could probably make it.
I
Which
want
one?
that one too.
This
That's the one I want.
That is dope.
Something like that.
No, the black and white, the black and red. The black and, no, not that one.
I think that,
That
one was the
one, that one,
best.
that one,
The black
that
and
one,
red.
that
What's this one?
That one. That one. That one.
That's pretty cool too, but I like the black one. Pretty cool.
Boom. And then look,
Boom,
it goes all the way up to a
back
2X.
my room, and we can
Nice.
party all night.
Yeah.
Oh, and another kind of sponsor. Do they come?
Do they come in
size
size
fat? I mean, they come in 2X. If you need to get something bigger than 2X, let me know. Yes, I've got stickers made. I just haven't posted them yet. Let us know. We'll get with Brandon Fontenot.
Brandon Fontenon.
Yeah.
Fontenot.
And we'll see if he can't make bigger shirts.
Oh, I'm sure he can.
Yeah.
Oh, Todd works with Brandon, so yeah.
Oh, there we go. That works.
Yeah.
Mama Cash.
And we just picked someone up, a new, just kind of like I wouldn't say really a sponsor, but someone that's going to kind of help us out, grow our fan base. It's called All Platform Gaming. So they're going to
Sweet.
every time we go live, rather I'm on Twitch playing video games, we're doing this. Next month, they're going to be showcasing our podcast on their webpage to kind of help us out. So go check them out as well.
Awesome.
Anything else?
Speaking of gaming, if anybody wants to play with me, I play on Xbox, by the way.
You want to play?
Play with me. Y'all more than welcome to hit me up. My gamer tag is Tiger Shark Space 3, the number 3. Tiger Shark 3. And Chris also plays as well.
Yep. My gamer tag is really childish because I made it when I was 12. It's Death Upon Camper.
It's PoonSlayer.com.
Poonslayer.
No one's safe.
Look at them shorts, by the way.
I'm telling you, if y'all guys have these on, y'all would be comfortable.
Oh my gosh.
He told me to touch his shorts.
Do not ever.
Dude, they're made out of like
Do not ever
I'll
say that
just
to
take
somebody.
your word for it.
You do
man.
not
They're made out
say
of
that
like
to another
beach
man.
towel
I'm gonna
material.
reach over and
Comfortable.
grab
You
your,
do not say that to another man.
grab your nuts
Just
and
touch my shorts. Just touch my shorts.
We
bro.
have been closer than most men have ever been.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
No.
No.
Yeah. Just touch my shorts, bro.
Really sorry.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
How about it?
Just touch my shorts, bro.
Well, boys, I think that's all I've got. Anything
Good
else
show,
y'all wanna talk
man.
about?
That's it for the
show.
Did you honestly think that Trump meant
Oh
about the
gosh.
disinfectant
Here
of
we-
injecting it in the veins of people to make
Speaking
sure
of Trump,
that they
look at my Trump clock.
make America great again?
It is time.
It's time to inject yourself with Clorox
It
to
is
kill the
time
corona.
again. Thank you, everybody who stopped by and said hi. We love each and every one of you.
Todd's Big Gorilla 84.
What a name.
Yeah.
Actually,
My
Todd,
boy.
is that Xbox? Type it real quick or PlayStation. I'm on
Big.
Xbox, by the way.
Big Dash Gorilla.
But we can play Call of Duty.
Yep.
We can
Yep,
cross
yep.
platform if
All
you guys
right.
have it.
Well, everybody, y'all have a beautiful night. Be safe out there.
Love you, mean it. Glad you seen it.
Love y'all. Bye.